Now, you just saying you want to have fun, or do you really want to have fun?
I really want to have fun. I'm just saying I want to have some fun.
Some nights I stay up, cashing in my bag.
It's one rule we got, we live by.
Some nights I call
What happens in this room, what's said in this room, stays in this room.
Great moments are born from great opportunity. And that's what you have here tonight. That's what you've earned here tonight.
It's still black ice. This is our pond.
Center ice, comes to the right side, comes forehand, backhand, shoot, scores! Why don't we break the rules already? Here's a one-timer, shoot, scores by Nick Rubley! Huskies win! Huskies win! The Huskies win in a shootout!
NIU Huskies hockey is on the air from the Edge Ice Arena in Bensenville, Illinois. It's the finale of the 2013 Robert Morris Showcase, as your Northern Illinois Huskies take on the Robert Morris University Eagles. Welcome again, everybody. My name is Marcus Durosnik, alongside my broadcast colleague Stephen Duffy, cameraman Dan Sanchez, if I can get that out right. Last night, the Huskies fell 7-2 to Illinois State in a game that really got out of hand. We had about 6 ejections, including head coach Chuck Rinaldo. Boris and Hare, the only ones that got a game DQ. So Bonin will start, Perillo will get the backup. And it'll be interesting to see who coach puts on that first line in the absence of Joe Boris.
Yeah, I mean, it's really going to be you lose your top goalie in Alex Hare, now you're losing Joe Boris. So, yeah, like you said, it's going to be really interesting. Probably maybe Greenberg is probably maybe going to be up there. Or maybe put a bigger guy like Jake Josh kind of help out Brzezinski and Leon to make sure that they don't get hit around. So it's going to be really interesting to see who does it. But I got a chance to talk with Coach Alessi, and you were just about to put that interview on.
And here is the interview with assistant coach Alex Alessi. If I can get it going. You do it. It's your phone.
All right, I'm here with Coach Alessi, and I'm Stephen Duffy. Coach, I think the big question we all want to know is, why did you duck when the puck was going at the bench, at your bench, and I actually ended up hitting Rapoto with the head?
Yeah, there's no really good answer, but I thought quickly and knew I had to play a game later that night, and I need both my hands, so yeah, Mikey caught the beating from it, so.
All right, but like to get serious here, so what was going really through your head when Chuck was kind of going off yesterday? I mean, did you think that the refs were making the right calls, or did you think that, I mean, maybe Chuck went a little overboard? I don't know.
You know, I think Chuck might have went a little overboard. It's never that great to conduct yourself like that. But I think that the roughing was awful. I haven't seen an ACHA game rough that bad in a while. And then in the third period, there was a call that we should have got a penalty for tripping, and they didn't even call that. So, I mean, it was just the wrong calls all night.
Yeah. Well, and there were 7 guys, I think, in the penalty box at one point. I don't know if we could even fit anymore.
And thank God Michelle was there on the bench with us, because she's also a ref. And we didn't know what the rules were as far as, who's coming out.
Yeah.
So we got lucky with her there.
Now, do we know, like, with all the ejections and everything, who has been thrown out of this game? Has there been any suspensions or anything?
I'm not sure. We didn't receive a score sheet yesterday, so we should receive one before the game today.
Okay.
So we'll know.
And if there is any players out, how do you expect to win this game? Because in the last couple games, you guys lost pretty handily. I mean, it was a close game yesterday until all the penalties, but you had the first Friday loss. How do you expect to win today?
You know, you do what you can with the players you got. And we played them pretty close both games early in the year, and we actually took one from them. So this will be the deciding game for us. I think that the guys are going to be up to try and beat them, try and get one win in the showcase. So I don't think we'll have any problem trying to motivate them to come out strong today.
Now, obviously, we had a lot of penalties yesterday, and some of them were obviously horrible calls and everything, but some of them were bad penalties taken. How do you expect to take down on the discipline of these guys of NIU?
Yeah, well, it's something we talk about every game before every period. It's when a coach starts to go out and we start screaming, I kind of feel like it gives the players a little more leeway to start screaming, and so that's why we got to kind of be careful ourselves, because I'm just as guilty as Chuck or Raporto. We've all been screaming at Russ, but it doesn't give the kids the right, to scream at them and to not show them any respect.
So you're saying lead by example?
Yeah, pretty much. And we got to be smarter, because it's not going to help us out. You know what I mean? To get back at somebody for something stupid, it's not going to help the team out. It's only going to make you feel better, and that's not what we're about since we're a team.
And who's going to get the start tonight, Hare, Bonin, or Perillo?
We're not sure yet. I'm thinking Bonin will probably get the start today. Yeah.
And if it is Bonin, what do you think he needs to do to have a better day than he did on Friday?
I thought he played good on Friday. I think he had maybe one weak goal, but other than that, I thought he played pretty well. Today, I would hope that the big thing for me is I hope he controls the game. And when he controls the game, we can play our kind of hockey. Lately, we've been playing the other team's kind of hockey, and that's just not working out for us. The last time we played our hockey was the game we won against ISU, or when we played against Missouri State. And those two teams are ranked teams, and you can tell that we're the better team when we play our way.
Well, yeah, I mean, I asked that to Hickey yesterday, that you guys do think that you're obviously one of the best teams in the league, because you've beaten the best teams of ISU and Missouri State and the good teams. So obviously you guys know and think that you're the best team in this SMACA.
We're up there with the top teams in MACA, but we have to come ready to play, and we have to play our game. On Friday, we didn't come ready to play. And you can't do that, especially when you're playing against a ranked team. They're not going to hand it to you. So.
Yeah. Now, any injuries that we need to know about from last night or anything?
Justin is going to play, but he's had some issues with his ribs.
Yeah.
Pretty much the whole year, but he re-injured them yesterday. So
yeah, it looks like it, yeah.
Other than that, I think we're good. So nobody should be held out today.
Well, that's good, Coach. Well, good luck tonight, and we hope that it's going to be a win.
Yeah, absolutely. Thanks.
And that's the interview that Stephen Duffy had with assistant coach Alex Alessi, and he made some really valid points with the leading by example. Coaches, obviously, banging a stick against the board and breaking it and getting all upset is not going to prove anything to your team. Now, I know there were some bad calls, but sometimes you just got to have cooler heads prevail and just kind of roll with the punches.
Well, my dad made a good point. When you're a coach, and I think we had only one power play, and Illinois State had 7 in that game before all the ejections. As a coach, you just kind of got to do something to get your team kind of maybe motivated and kind of get these refs to think that maybe you're making the wrong calls. Because if it's really that lopsided, you really need to make them think about, oh, what am I calling here? Because it's way out lopsided right now. So, I can understand Chuck. Like Alessi said, maybe he was a little overboard. But, sometimes you got to do that to kind of get your players. But it also gets your players kind of hot-headed as well, and that gets them mad.
Well, like he said, he wasn't sure who was getting the game DQs. It did end up being Alex Hare and Joe Boris. They're going to get 1 game, so they'll be back next weekend in Fox Valley against Iowa. With him out, with Hare out, Bonin's going to get the start. And like Coach Alessi said, he didn't play bad on Friday. He just didn't get the help from the team in front of him.
Yeah, he really didn't. A lot of shots on goal, about 50 or 55. So let's hope that the defense is much better today. And going into my keys to the game is, number 1 is discipline. Tonight, I think there were 16 penalties that we counted last night, so you got to have discipline tonight against Robert Morris. If you have discipline, you should be able to be fine and get some power plays, less penalty killing then, and less time. And it keeps your stamina up as well, because you have to keep playing those players on penalty kill all the time when you have penalties like that. So number 2 is you got to win those board battles. Like we've been saying all weekend, they really haven't been winning the board battles very well, and that's the way that you got to set up offensive plays, is winning those board battles, getting off the boards, and getting good shots on goal. And my third and last key is you got to capitalize on the big opportunities that the opposing team gives you. because if you capitalize on those, like the 2-on-1s and the 3-on-1s, then you should be able to win this game because we haven't been doing that all weekend. We've had 2-on-1s and 3-on-1s, and we just haven't been capitalizing on them. So we got to do better at that. So those are my 3 keys. Let's see how they do in the game.
Well, Nick Bonin's going to get the start in goal for the Huskies. For Robert Morris, it's going to be John Floro, 1-0-1, 1.99 goals against average, and an 85 save percentage. For the Huskies starting lineup, it's going to be Coletta and Herlin on defense. And it's going to be the Remley line with Greenberg, Remley, and Sukel. So the top line is not going to start. It's the first time they haven't started, I think, all season long.
Yeah, I think Coach is trying to switch it up here, trying to go maybe with more of a defensive line with Remley, Sukel, and Greenberg, who is more defensive prone, and Rosinski and Leon are more offensive prone.
Well, again, some of these jerseys we don't have names for Robert Morris. We're going to do the best that we can with what we have. So far, we have Nick Webster and Jordan DeYoung forwards, along with Gino Malone. And the defenseman is going to be actually, I don't know who the defenseman is. As soon as the Huskies are announced, we will get those starting 5 for you for Robert Morris. Again, Robert Morris won last night, or ISU beat Robert Morris last night, so ISU went 3-0 in the showcase.
Yeah.
Huskies trying to stop a 3-game skid here against Robert Morris. They split earlier in the season here at the Edge Ice Arena, winning in regulation on the Friday game and I believe overtime on the Saturday game. But Duffy, what do you expect out of Nick Bonin tonight after the shaky start on Friday?
Well, I think like Coach Alessi says, he's really just got to control the tempo, make sure that he sucks up those pucks, and make sure that he doesn't give up any big rebounds, because if you do that, then they get those garbage goals and tip-ins. So the big thing is you got to suck up all those pucks, get some more face-offs for your shorthanded team without Joe Boris tonight. So there's going to be less forwards, so you got to soak up those pucks tonight and do much better at trying to help your team out and make sure that you have a good game tonight, because it's been kind of shaky starts all weekend for Alex Aaron Bonin.
So it looks like my eyes might be wrong, Duffy, but on Robert Morris' starting lineup, is there not 2 number 18s?
I think you might be right. I mean, unless that's a number 16, maybe that could be Ben Buchel.
Well, we'll say it's Ben Buchel, but when we come back from the national anthem, we'll have the puck drop. So we are just about ready to get things underway here at the Edge Ice Arena. Again, Marcus Grosnick along Stephen Duffy, Dan Sanchez, and Kim Rona will be doing the Facebook and Twitter throughout the game. Again, yeah, they do have 2 number 18s for Robert Morris, so this is going to be an interesting interesting play call here tonight.
Yeah, and they have no names on the back of the jerseys like Illinois State did last night. So like
that was nice.
Yeah, so it's going to be much harder for you and me as well to see what's going on out there with Robert Morris and who's getting the puck.
So at least for Robert Morris, we know it's going to be Webster, DeYoung, and Malone up front, John Floro in goal. Number 13 is going to be the defenseman, and then the second number 18, I believe, is going to be the second defenseman there with Buchel.
Yep. And I guess you could just say the shorter 18 and the taller 18, because there's one that's like under 6 foot and one that's like 6'3".
The tree and the twig. And we're underway here at the Edge Ice Arena as Robert Morris controls. Puck is loose in the high slot. Sukel battles in with Buchel. And I believe that is 16.
Is it 16?
Yep.
Okay.
So Bukel dumps it in deep. He goes off for a change. It's going to be icing. He's going to have to come back out onto the ice. 19:40 left in period 1. No score.
Yeah, and like we said, Coach is going with a new lineup here in the first line. Greenberg, Remley, and Sukel tonight with the first line, because the reason I think he's doing it is going a little bit defense first to start out the game and trying to get maybe some scoring also in those other lines besides just the first line of Rosinski and Leon.
And again, like Alessi said, Rosinski re-aggravated those ribs last night, so it'll be interesting to see how much ice time he gets tonight.
Yeah, I mean, we saw that he was going off the ice a couple times very slow. We thought it was a wrist, but it looks like it's going to be ribs. And remember, he had that back problem after the big hit at Florida Gulf Coast. So.
And the Huskies are down 4 guys with Boris and Hare out with DQs, and then Cantillo and Stets still out with the injury, and that's going to be an offsides play as Gino Malone was in front of the puck. 19:28 left in the frame, no score. But like I said, they're still going to be down 4 guys. So again, they have a short bench.
Yeah, I mean, NIU they do really with the short bench tonight with Boris and Hare out. They're really going to have to try to control the pace of the game. Play their game like Alessi said. Don't play into the other team's game.
Well, Remley wins the face-off. Herlin dumps it in on John Floro. He sends it around right side half boards in the Eagles zone. Out comes Will Keller. Will Keller has it taken away by Remley. Now he back passes it to Hickey in the Husky zone. He comes out through center. He's looking for Sukel, but Tyler Adams was there to pick it off, and he dumps it in deep behind Nick Bonin. Nick Bonin's numbers are okay. His play has not been indicative of what the numbers have been. Here's Greenberg, center for Rosinski, scores! Mark Greenberg, 2-on-1, sets up Rosinski, and the Huskies grab an early lead here, 1-0.
And that all got started with the great pass from the defense of Hickey, and he passed up to Rosinski there, and Rosinski just left it for Greenberg. Greenberg going fast in the zone, and he makes a great pass across the middle to Rosinski, and Rosinski had almost a wide open net over the glove of the Robert Morris goalie, and just a great play right there by Greenberg and Rosinski, and they take the momentum glowing into this first period.
So 1 minute and 7 seconds into the frame, the Huskies lead 1-0, and I believe this is the first lead they've had since the Saturday game at Illinois State.
Yep.
Here's Nick Leon now with a shot, goes right over the glove of John Floro. Now Melka and Leon on the far side half boards in the Eagle zone. Rosinski controls, out to the point to Hickey, but it's picked off and taken by Dom Floro. Dom Floro sends it in, Hickey's in on the forecheck, and that's going to be an icing call on Robert Morris. I believe that's the 3rd one of this frame already.
Right now, Robert Morris is really having trouble with the passing and getting the passing to their forwards, and they keep missing them, so they keep getting icing. And we were wondering who's going to be that 3rd forward with Rosinski and Leon. It looks like it's going to be Brian Pounds for tonight. But that could change, you never know, but it looks like it's going to be Pounds to start out the game.
Well, like you said, Coach Ronaldo, especially the last couple of games, has kind of been like Coach Q, switching up those lines on the fly.
Yep.
And we rejoin the play. Hickey gets it out to center ice, but he can't get it deep into the zone. Finally, Pounds does. Now Leon has it. Left corner boards. He gets taken down there, and he is slow to get up. Good check there by number 13, and finally Leon is back up. Melka dumps it in deep for the Eagles around behind Nick Bonin. He settles the puck down. Has a giveaway, though, as it's taken away by Jack Warren, and Hickey takes it away from him. Puck deflected right side corner boards, Husky zone. Now far side half boards for Nick Leon. And he can't get it out. And finally Rosinski does. Rosinski has a race for the puck with Killian. And the goalie Floro comes out and plays it all the way to the circle. Shoot and oh, save. Where did it go?
I think one of the defensemen blocked it with their leg.
Did it get deflected up?
Yep, into the netting, I'm pretty sure.
Hickey had a wide open net. Good play there by Bobby Killian to get in front and help his goalie out.
Yeah, because I mean, that was really going far out there for Killian, for the goalie for Rob Morris, and he was really just trying to stop the breakaway of Rosinski, but you don't see that too often, goalies trying to do that. They usually just try to take the breakaway instead of going out like that.
Well, now you see Nedzla, Gorzica, and Bach, and Joush isn't on that line. Pickett and Schwartz are the defensemen. So it's going to be Piskey and Nedzla in the face-off circle. Face-off is won by Neds, controlled by Bach. He gets taken down, now controlled by Bobby Killian. Killian roughed off the puck by Bach, and finally gets out to center ice, where Alex Strack can take it. Strack sends it in around right side half boards. The Husky zone. Now here's a shot and a block, patted away there by Nick Bonnet off the stick of Alex Strack. Now here's Grundhofer. Grundhofer has it, left side, half boards, Husky zones, back to the left point. Here's a shot saved by Nick Bonnet off the stick of Bobby Killian. And Killian retrieves the puck at center ice. Cross-ice pass for Tyler Adams over the Steel logo. Now he's right side, half boards, Husky zone. He gets taken off the puck by Neds, but regains possession. Looking for a centering pass, broken up nicely by Kevin Schwartz out in front. But the Eagles keep it in. Here's Killian sending it in around far side corner boards. Out in front, big save by Nick Bonin. And that one's going to go all the way down, I believe, for icing. And it's not, as John Floro came out. It looked like he was going to play it, so the referee called off the icing. Here's Gino Malone. Malone finds Webster, but the Huskies take it away from him, and it comes out to center ice. Now Gino Malone has it, backhands it around to the left to Nick Bonin. Now Coletta grabs the puck, far side, half boards, Husky zone. Here's Remley now battling for the puck, and finally Hurlin's going to, that one is going to go far enough for icing. Actually, it's not, as good hustle there by Sukel to negate the icing call. Greenberg's with him and Remley. They battle forward on the right side corner boards, Eagle zone. Puck comes loose to Nick Webster.
Yeah, Sukel's one of the faster players on this team, so really good job by him by negating that icing.
And the Huskies have to touch up to avoid the icing call. That gives time for the Eagles to set up their play. Here's Gino Malone going through the neutral ice, but his pass is picked off by Troy Hickey. Hickey doesn't know where it's at, and finally Robert Morris is going to control. Here's Garrett McCraig. McCraig off the boards through neutral ice, taken away by Troy Hickey. Hickey back for Skameka. LJ has it. Now Bach's going to send it in off the referee. Here's Mark Greenberg in on a little play, but it's broken up. It was a 1-on-2 for Greeny. Now here's Joush out there with Greenberg and Bach. Malone and Greenberg battle for the puck. Now McCraig has it. McCraig and Greenberg battle again to the left of Floro. And it finally finds its way out to neutral ice. Taken for Corey Welnicki. Welnicki centering pass here for Iovino, and he scores. Good setup by Corey Welnicki, finds Anthony Iovino. And the Huskies' lead is gone. We're tied at 1 with 5 minutes gone by in period 1.
Yeah, you saw that. He just had a nice snipe shot right over the blocker side of Bonin. Just, again, Bonin, hopefully he doesn't start off to another rough night like he did on Friday, but he gives up his first goal with actually exactly 15 minutes left in this first, so 5 minutes in the game, tied 1-1.
Yep.
And Rob Morris is right back in this game.
Face off at center ice. It's Joush, Bach, and Maher. And the puck is won and controlled by Tyler Adams. Adams sends it in all the way to the left of Nick Bonin. Schwartz now finds Maher, and that's going to be an icing call against Northern Illinois. Nice to see Maher has a new stick, a new piece of lumber there. Yeah. After last night's festivities. He was the innocent bystander, or the stick was the innocent bystander for Chuck Ronaldo. But Maher told me before the game, he's like, I needed a new stick anyway, so. Well, I mean, there's kind of an excuse now.
Well, and now that maybe he has a new stick, maybe he kind of gets out of his funk and gets his first point of the year.
If he can do that, then everybody on the team will have at least 1 point. Here's Tyler Adams sending it into the right of Nick Bonin. Now controlled by Schwartz behind his goaltender. Here's Brian Pickett waiting for the puck. Cross-ice pass for Schwartz. Now right side corner boards. Finds Bach. Joush comes out through center ice. And he's going to dump it in deep, and he's going to go off for a change. Defenseman Tyler Adams has the puck, comes out through his own zone, now through neutral ice with some speed, right side half boards. And he gets tangled up there with Coletta, but he regains possession and backhands in around behind Nick Bonin. Where Grundhofer can control, there's a delayed penalty. And there's going to be a slash, I believe, on Tyler Adams. And the Huskies are going to go on the power play.
Yeah, and like we said last night, I think they only had 2 power plays over the whole night. And Illinois State, I think, had 7. And then after all the ejections, they had about, I think, 12 power plays. But I mean, that's why I think there were so many ejections and Coach got so mad, is because there were just so many power plays on the other side. And we finally get our first one tonight, and somehow it's 4-1. But but we get our first power play of the night. Let's see how we do on this first power play.
RMU wins the faceoff. Troy Hurlin keeps it in, trying to look for Nick Leon. And Robert Morris's Ben Bukel takes it, and he clears it out to center ice. Nick Leon has it. That's going to be offsides as Rosinski was about a step in there. 13:45 left in the first, 1:44 left in the power play, 1-1 your score.
Yeah, and like we said, it's going to be Brian Pounds with Rosinski and Leon, and it's going to be Hickey and Herlin on this first power play instead of Boris out there because he got a DQ from last night.
So Rosinski wins the puck, and Pounds gets it in just enough. Melka now has it, and he's going to send it all the way down to the right of Nick Bonin. Troy Herlin back to control. He's back passes for Troy Hickey, left side half boards. Rosinski now for Nick Leon. Leon has some speed, gets in the zone, finds Troy Herlin. Now back for Leon, left side Eagle zone. Now left point for Herlin, right point for Hickey. Hickey and Herlin play a little catch. Here's a shot into the glove of Floro, and he's going to hold on. 1:09 left in the penalty, 13:11 left in period number 1, 1-1 the score.
Good job by Hickey and Herlin there at the top of the point, really working the puck around and getting a good shot on goal on John Flora. So really good job on that first power play. It just couldn't quite get up to a goal. A lot of speed on that.
Yeah, and that's what the Huskies need to do. Just get a little bit of movement.
Yeah.
Don't force any pass or the shot. If it's there, take it. If not, look for the pass, and hopefully that lane opens up. Here's Tyler Sukel back for Hickey. Hickey cross-ice pass in the Husky zone for Troy Herlin. Now back for Hickey. Out through center ice, finds big Rob Bach. Bach battles in with Piskey. Piskey and Bach. Now Greenberg's in there, but it's won by Welnicki. And they still battle for it. Now here's Greenberg. And Welnicki comes out. Here's a 2-on-1. Welnicki and Bukel up. Welnicki has it, stops, looks for Welnicki, and it went right through his skates, and he couldn't get a shot off. Here's Herlin, now for Sukel and Greenberg. Here's a shot over the crossbar by Tyler Sukel. Greenberg looked like he might have been open, but Sukel chose to take the shot. 20 left on the power play. Here's Mark Greenberg. He skates around behind John Floro. Looking for a pass, and he's going to center right to our Eagle, and he's going to clear it all the way down. 5 seconds left on the power play, and the Huskies are going to go 0 for 1 to start the night. Both teams are at full strength. Here's Hickey, backhanding it into the Eagles bench. 11:58 left in the first. Whistle blows, 1-1 the score.
And actually, Coach Chuck was going with actually three wingers there on that second power play of Greenberg, Sukel, and Bach. So he didn't have a centerman on that second power play. So he was looking for a little bit more scoring, but just couldn't get that. It couldn't get that first power play goal of the game.
So neutral zone face-off in front of the Huskies bench. It's DeYoung and Rosinski wins it. Puck now right side half boards, Husky zone. Gets out to neutral ice. Schwartz looking for Leon, and Leon almost got lit up, but he actually delivered a nice hit there to DeYoung. Now here's Bukel. Bukel out through center ice, tips it in. Does Nick Webster around behind Nick Bonin. Now right side corner boards, Husky zone. Brian Pounds and Kevin Schwartz are in there, battling with Webster, and the puck finds its way out to neutral ice. Taken by Killian, and he gives it over for Malone. Malone skates a couple circles in the neutral ice, trying to evade a check. Free stick out there. I believe it's from an Eagle that went off for a change. There's a shot off the shoulders of Bonin off the stick of Wentz. Here comes Nick Leon. Cross ice for Pounds, and he's going to dump it in deep. And Pounds is going to go for a change as Rosinski's in on the forecheck. Now Tyler Adams has it. Off the boards to neutral ice. Right in front of the Eagles bench, Herlin tries to dump it in deep, but it's picked off midair by Stubitz. Now Bach battles with Killian. It comes free to Neds. Neds has it taken away by Tyler Adams, and he gets it out through center ice for Anthony Iovino. Iovino and Gagliard up here. There's a blocker save there made by Nick Bonin. He's going to cover it up on the back of the goal. 10:30 left in period 1, 1-1 the score.
Yeah, you can see that Robert Morris is just trying to get some shots on goal on Nick. He probably heard about the little shaky start that he had on Friday, so they're going to see if they can just get some shots on him, seeing if they can get it by him. But so far, Nick Bonin has done very well. 6 shots, only 1 allowed, and a good blocker there, and then ended up covering the puck up very well.
Here's Nick Gorzica, Nick Gorzica. And now back for Troy Herlin. Here's Coletta now playing catch with Troy. Up off the boards for Rob Bach, and that's going to be an icing call. Whistle blows, 10-14 left in the frame, 1-1 the score. And like you said, Nick Bonin coming off a shaky start Friday, and that was when we saw all 3 goalies in that game.
Yeah, and I think we said that because I think that Perillo, he gave up 3 goals, and they didn't, for some reason, they didn't start, they didn't go with Alex Sayre in that third period after Perillo went with 3 goals. So then they put Alex Sayre in about 2 minutes into the third period, and he gave up 1 goal. So like you said, all 3 goalies got a chance to play in that game. But let's hope that Nick Bonin can stay in the whole game and have a good game here tonight.
Here's a shot by Alex Strack that goes wide to the glove side of Nick Bonin. And Alex Strack has it now still. Centering attempt goes through the blue paint, now taken by Ron Coletta, right side corner boards. Gorzyka trying to get it out. And now Rob Bach has it. Rob Bach out in front of Bonin. He's going to flip it out to neutral ice. No icing call as Tyler Adams touched up the puck for Robert Morris. Adams, backhand pass up through neutral ice for Grundhofer, but it escapes him where LJ can control. Now LJ has the giveaway. Here's Alex Strack in the offensive zone. Shot and a save by Nick Bonin. And Hickey was there to take away the rebound. Here's Neds. Nedzilla sends it in to the right of Floro. Now taken by Tyler Adams, far side half boards. Out through center ice comes Grundhofer. Grundhofer winds up, takes a shot, and Nick Bonin saves it right into his chest. 9:16 left in the frame, 1-1 the score.
That's what you got to see from Bonin there, soaking up those pucks, making sure he doesn't give up any rebounds. But with Simone, one of my keys is winning those board battles.
Yeah.
What I've seen so far, we've done a pretty good job on the boards, much better than we did in the first 2 days.
Even the last 3 games.
Yeah, really, yeah. And then capitalize on those opportunities, and we did do that the first time with Greenberg and Rosinski on that 2-on-1.
As we rejoin the play, McCraig dumps it in deep for the Eagles to the left of Nick Bonin. LJ Skimeka has it now, comes out to the right of his goaltender. He gets it just as far as center ice. Now taken by Jack Warren, and that's going to be an offsides play on Robert Morris. Still 1-1 here at the Edge Ice Arena. Huskies looking to snap a 3-game losing streak, losing twice to ISU and once to DePaul. And they have just not looked the same since the Friday game against Illinois State last week.
Yeah, I mean, I think that loss to DePaul, I think like what Coach Raporto said, I think they just got here late and weren't really prepared for that kind of game.
Edwin's going to send, almost hit somebody.
Right by us again.
God, I need to bring my baseball mitt to one of these games now.
Yeah, try to save people from getting hit in the head.
Well, that one was flung, I don't know who hit it or who sticked it.
What I've liked about NIU so much is because they're one of the best face-off teams I've seen, because right now they're up, I think, 10-5 right now in the face-off, so they're doing much better in the face-offs tonight.
Hickey can't keep it in, and out comes Robert Morris. Here's Jack Warren. Jack Warren, backhanded pass out in front. Big save by Nick Bonin on Melka. Here's another shot, and it goes off the side of the cage. Now Troy Hickey has it. And like he said in the interview with you, he has to do a better job, in his words, of setting up the forwards and giving them better passes. And if he can do that, not just him, but the rest of the defensemen, and go stick to stick, they can create a lot of opportunities. Here's Walnicki gets taken out, and Schwartz is going to get a penalty. 18-10 left in period 1. The Huskies are going to get Robert Morris is going to get their first penalty kill.
Yeah, and you saw Kevin Schwartz there. He just wasn't. He tried to kind of smack the puck away, and his stick ended up getting right under the blades of the Robert Morris player there. So it's going to be the first power play for Robert Morris. And I think last night our penalty kill was actually pretty good last night. It'd be before all the ejections of 5-on-3s that we had to play, but before that, where our penalty kill was doing much better than it was the first night.
Pickett sends around left side half boards, Husky zone. Now gets dumped in deep where Gino Malone can control. Malone, left point now for number 13. He sends it far side for Webster. And number 13, Webster, play a little catch. Now they switch places, does DeYoung. And it gets flipped up into the Huskies bench. 1:40 left in the power play, 7:51 left in the first period.
You got to make sure that you watch Robert Morris there. It looks like they're trying to put John Wentz in front of Nick Bonin, and you got to try to get him out of there if they try to screen your goalie, because you can't have your goalie not see anything. And Nick Bonin was having trouble trying to look over number 9, Nick Wentz.
Here's Troy Hurlin now, trying to get the puck out. He slips, and finally Rosinski can control. Rosinski out through neutral ice. He's just going to send it in deep. Here's Nedzilla in on the forecheck. And Rosinski wins the puck. Now taken away by number 13. Excuse me, that was 21 to Iovino. And Robert Morris comes in, and there should be another penalty with a cross check, I believe, on Robert Morris.
Yeah, and you saw that Brian Pickett was trying to get back on the defensive side, and the Robert Morris player, actually the one that I was talking about, Nick Wentz, he just ended up cross-checking right into Brian Pickett. Actually, Josh Wentz, sorry, I keep saying Nick. Josh Wentz, it cross-checks Brian Pickett there. So it's going to be a 4-on-4 for 45 seconds, and then or for a minute and 15 seconds, and then NIU is going to get about 45 seconds of power play time.
So 12:24. Huskies are going to go, or be 4-on-4, and like Duffy said, then the Huskies will get their first power play of the night. Or their second power play of the night, excuse me.
Second power.
Coletta, left point now for Hickey. Right point, big save there by John Floro, butterfly style. Now number 13 has it, left face-off circle, Eagle zone. He goes cross-ice, nice pick off there by Hickey. But back in comes Piskey, now taken away by Nick Leon. Nick Leon and Mark Greenberg, it's a 2-on-4. Leon takes a shot blockered away there by Floro. Battling in the boards is DeYoung and Leon. And it's given away to Ben Buchel. Buchel has it taken away. Leon again through the stick looking for Mark Greenberg. And that's going to be an icing call. 28 seconds left on the 4-on-4. 6:38 left in period number 1. 1-1 the score.
Yeah, and you can't have those kind of pads. When Greeny was going to have a nice breakaway there, Nick Leon just ended up missing him there, so it ends up being an icing. And now you have to go all the way back down, and no changes off an icing as well.
So here's Leon taking the face-off. It's won and controlled by Jack Warren. Now left point, set right point for Killian. Killian sends it in on Bonin, and he makes the save butterfly style. And Greenberg has it. 13 left on the 4-on-4 before Schwartz comes out, and the Huskies will get their second power play of the night. Puck to the left side half boards, Eagles zone, and Robert Morris clears it. Schwartz is out of the box. Huskies go on the power play for another 40 seconds. Now Rosinski has it out through neutral ice, right in front of our broadcast position, trying to cut in between two Eagles, but it's cleared all the way down by Michael Melka. Nick Bonin sends it up for Rosinski. Now he gives it over for Brian Pickett. Pickett in on the rush. He stops left point, waiting to get things set up. He takes a shot, deflected in by Rosinski, and Rosinski's laboring a little bit there. Again, he has some rib issues, but he's playing through it. Here's Rob Bach now. Now Rosinski has it. He's in. Shoot, score! Water bottle popper, and Rosinski makes it 2-1 on the power play.
Really just a great job by Rosinski there. I mean, you saw him. He was kind of laboring those ribs again. I mean, you got to give it up to Rosinski. He really is a tough guy out there. I mean, he got hit at Florida Gulf Coast. He's always had trouble with the ribs all year, the coach said, and with the back. And he's still out here playing great. He's got 2 goals now with just great snapshots right over John Flora. And right now he's beating Flora every time that he's gotten taken shots on him.
So the Huskies capitalized on the power play. They're 1 for 2. Rosinski second of the game at 14:31 of the first period. And he literally popped the water bottle off the top of the net. And Rosinski dumps it in deep. Tyler Adams has it. Now over for Killian. Killian up through center ice for Wentz. Wentz right side half boards. Faceoff takes a shot, and Skameka was there to block that one away. Now left point for Tyler Adams. It gets deflected out, and Troy Hickey can bat it out to neutral ice. Now taken by Terry Gagliard. He sends it in around behind Nick Bonin, looking to slow it down. He does, but it's taken by Iovino. Iovino now right side half boards, Husky zone. He goes cross ice, left point for Adams. He winds and fires, and it's blocked out in front by Hickey, and I believe Webster as well. Here's a center attempt, big save by Bonin. It's loose. And I believe there's going to be a penalty called here, but Bonin made the save.
I think it's going to be on Robert Morris.
I believe so. LJ was just kind of an innocent bystander there.
Yeah. And it might be on number 9, Josh Wentz again, who's already got 1 penalty tonight.
So LJ and Wentz are going to both go to the box.
Yeah. I'm not sure if those are going to be fighting majors or if it's going to be 4-on-4 here.
I would think it would just be 5
yeah,
5-on-5.
5-on-5.
Yeah.
I'm thinking 5-on-5 right now, yeah.
So roughing calls to both Skimeka and Wentz at 15:21 of the frame.
Actually, it is going to be 4-on-4. So it's, yeah, like you said, double minors.
And controlled now by Jack Warren. Now taken away by Troy Hurlin. He's going to try to get it out, but it's kept in at the right point by Corey Welnicki. Welnicki backhands it down and around for Melka. Melka spins away from a check from Troy Hurlin. Now gives it away for Jack Warren again. Warren plays catch now. It comes out to left face-off circle. Big save out by Nick Bonin. Hurlin battles in with Jack Warren in the left corner boards, Husky zone. 4:05 left in period number 1. Puck is stuck. Everybody around the puck there. Finally taken away by Garrett McCraig. Now to the right point for Welnicki, and he sends it well wide to Nick Bonin. Troy Hurlin can control, and he's going to send that one down for an icing call. And the whistle blows. 3:48 left in period 1. 1:09 left on the 4-on-4.
And so far, Nick Bonin is really having a solid night after giving up his the goal with about 5 minutes into the game, and he's really had a good last 10 minutes here. About 10 shots since that first goal, and he's turned away all of them. So doing a really good job, a much better job than he did on Friday night.
So Malone in the face-off circle, won by Nedzala. Now Greenberg trying to get it out. He can't, and Robert Morris sends it into an empty point. Here's a shot pad saved there by Monty. He's going to cover up the puck. 3:37 left. 58 seconds left on the 4-on-4. Roughing calls to John Wentz and LJ Skimeka.
And really, back to that goal with Rosinski. I mean, you said that he popped the water bottle. That's when you know that you have a sniper, when you can pop the water bottle and you got to get it over the glove side of the goalie. I mean, you know that you have a sniper when you can do that.
And I believe the assists for that goal were for Pickett and Leon, because Pickett got it in deep and then Leon won the board battle. But we'll get the official nod tomorrow when we get to see the score sheet. Big hit by Troy Hickey, wipes his man off the puck. Here's Nick Leon going cross ice for Troy Hickey. Hickey has a little bit of room up in the high slot, takes a shot blocked down front by Robert Morris. Now Nick Leon has it. His pocket is picked by Buchel. Buchel gives it over for 13. He comes out through the neutral ice. Now stops left point. And Schwartz tried to get it off the boards and into neutral ice, but he popped it into the bench instead. 2:55 left in the first period. 16 seconds left in in the 4-on-4.
Well, and like we said, I mean, Hickey, he really is a taller body and one of the bigger hitters on this team. You always see him hit out there. Him, Nick Remley, Bach, Jake Josh. We do have a lot of hitters on this team that can hit some people, and you really like that hit from Hickey right there.
Here's Pickett now. Pickett off the boards behind Bonin for Coletta. Now back for, he actually went bounce up over the goal. Took a weird hop over the net. Now Justin Rosinski has it. Rosinski and Sukel up on the rush. Rosinski looking for Sukel, but it didn't get to him. Here's a rebound out in front, and Floro's going to cover it up. Get the whistle. Both teams are at full strength. 2:32 left in the period. 2-1 Huskies.
Yeah, really good job by Rosinski there, using his speed again. Using his speed to get into the offensive zone. Sukel almost ended up getting a garbage goal.
So it'll be Rosinski, Greenberg, Sukel, Hurlin, and Coletta out on the ice for the Huskies. Face-off one there by Wentz. Now controlled by Killian. Killian out through center ice is taken now by Webster. Nick Webster and Tim Webster up on the rush, the brothers, and Bonin makes the save. It's swung around down for Wentz. Now controlled by Nick Webster. Centering attempt, and Bonin got over, and then as he did, the net came off its moorings. Centering attempt was for Josh Wentz. 2:07 left in the first period. 2-1 Huskies.
Yeah, really, that was probably Rob Morris's best chance there if he would have got a stick on the puck there, Josh Wentz. But they couldn't get a stick on the puck, and Bonin almost he looked like he was going to get to it anyway, but still very lucky that he didn't get a stick on that.
Face-off one and controlled by Northern. Now it's taken away, a fan shot attempt by Will Keller. Now Rosinski has it. Ruzinski's going to get it to the point, and it's taken back now by Anthony Iovino. Iovino now for Dom Floro, John's brother. Dom Floro has it, now around for Iovino, who's bothered there by Neds, but picked off there by Troy Hurlin. Now Greenberg out through neutral ice, over the steel logo, finds Sukel. Here's Netzel on a breakaway. He shoots, big save there by John Floro. Netzel was in all alone, and he couldn't lift it. Now the right point where Pickett can control. And now Robert Morris is going to get it out through center ice. As Bonin almost had a blowout, looked like he was going to go for the play, but good skating by Kevin Schwartz to help out his goaltender. Now Greenberg comes out through neutral ice into the Robert Morris zone. Far side half boards, and Floro's going to cover it up with 1:07 left in the frame. 2-1 advantage of Northern Illinois.
Well, we mentioned Greenberg that he's kind of having a rough last 2 or 3 weeks. He hasn't been getting on the score sheet a lot, but he's actually doing very well tonight. He's gotten assists. Yeah. He's getting into the zone very well. He's been on the power play a couple times. I like the way that Greenberg's playing tonight with a lot of energy and a lot more energy than I usually see from him.
Face off to the left of John Floor, excuse me. Face off won by the Eagles, controlled now to Piskey. Puck gets to the right point, sent back into the left side corner boards by Pickett. 1 minute left in the frame. Out comes Kevin Piskey. He passes it for Malone. Malone center. It's a big save by Bonin. And a penalty coming up to the Huskies, but Bonin made a big save there. He's going to cover up. Schwartz is going to tap it. And he finally touches it up, and it took a couple seconds.
Yeah, late whistle there.
And it's going to be Rob Bach for a cross-check.
And this should be Robert Morris' second power play of the night. And it's going to be, and like you said, it's going to be Rob Bach. And you don't see him in the penalty box, even though he's a taller guy and hits a lot of people. You don't see him in the penalty box too often.
So the Huskies are going to have to kill off some penalty time here late in period number 1. They're up 2-1. Nick Webster has it, centering in, passing it around behind Nick Bonin. Now to the left point for number 13. Pass is picked off there by Sukel, but regained possession is Nick Webster. Luke Webster takes a shot. It goes off the side of the net off of Wentz's stick. Now Wentz in behind Bonin. In on the play is number 13. Good save by Bonin and good clear there by Troy Hickey. 10 seconds left in the period. 1:30 left on the power play to Robert Morris. Good hit up, step up check there by Hickey. I mean, he centers it and it gets deflected out, and that's going to do it for period number 1. The Huskies have their first lead in 3 games as they're up 2-1. After 20 minutes, they'll have 1 minute and 21 seconds of penalty kill time to start period number 2. Duffy, definitely a better, probably their best period they've had since the Friday game at ISU.
Yeah, really just a great period by Nick Bonin there. Much better than he did on Friday. He stopped all shots but one. I would say about 18 shots on goal on him in that period, and he stopped them all. So really just a great period by Nick Bonin there. He's the reason that they're up right now, and Justin Rosinski with 2 goals right now. So those are the 2 big stars of that period. Let's hope that they can keep it going into the second period after this intermission.
Well, coming up in the first intermission report, we will have first period breakdown, second period preview, a look at some of the football scores, as well as the interview that I had with freshman forward and forward/slash defenseman Jake Joush. You're listening to Huskies Hockey. They're up 2-1 on the NIU Huskies Hockey Radio Network.
It's Thursday night, and you're grabbing drinks with some friends. Started off with a pitcher for the table, which quickly becomes 2. There's pool. And there's the photo booth.
All right, everybody squeeze in. Say cheese!
Followed naturally by an order of wings. And another.
Can we get some extra ranch sauce?
Then there's the ceremonial nightcap.
So what are we doing this weekend?
And lastly, it's back to the car, which, if you're buzzed, could be the most expensive night of your life. Getting pulled over for buzzed driving could cost you around $10,000 in fines, legal fees, and increased insurance rates. Nothing kills a buzz like getting pulled over for buzzed driving, because buzzed driving is drunk driving. Brought to you by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration and the Ad Council.
Over here at jamsonair.com, we play anything and everything. You might hear, or how about this tasty track? I want to get you in the back seat, windows up, that's the way you like it. We have them all. Lollipop, 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 lollipop. Well, maybe not that. jamsonair.com. Radio when you want it.
We know balancing family, friends, work, and free time keeps you busy. We want to help you start your day off right. Whether you're visiting for business or for pleasure, you'll always get a clean and fresh Hampton bed. Free high-speed internet access, free hot breakfast served daily with fresh baked waffles and hearty oatmeal with toppings, friendly, helpful service, and much more. For one rate. Guaranteed. If you're not satisfied, we don't expect you to pay. That's our commitment and your guarantee. That's 100% Hampton. Go to hamptonin.com to find the nearest location. Hampton Inn & Suites, the official hotel of NIU hockey. Let's send it back to Stephen and Marcus on the NIU Huskies Hockey Radio Network. And we're back here on the NIU Huskies Hockey Radio Network. Huskies lead 2-1 after 20 minutes of play here at the Edge Ice Arena in Bensenville, Illinois. Both goals by Justin Rosinski. First one came at 1:07, assist to Troy Hickey and Mark Greenberg. And the second one came at 14:31 on the power play. Rosinski from Pickett and Nick Leon. So the Huskies are up 2-1. Now it's time to play our weekly or gamely Husky interview. Tonight I got a chance to sit down with freshman forward / defenseman Jake Jausch. Talked a little bit about where he played before the Huskies, what his thoughts are so far in the program, and as well as how he's thought his line of Gorsica and Brandon Maher have played so far this season. So here's the interview with freshman forward Jake Jausch. We're here with Northern Illinois forward / defenseman Jake Jausch. And Jausch, can you tell the fans where you're from and kind of where you were before you came to the Huskies?
I grew up in Naperville, Illinois. Before my youth years, I played for the Sabres all throughout freshman year, and then my sophomore, junior, and senior year, I played varsity for Bonzi Valley High School.
What kind of experiences did you go through at Wabanzi that are helping you now in your collegiate years with Northern?
The type of teams that we played at a higher level, playing against the better teams. Throughout state and stuff like that. So I think playing with the better team and that fast pace kind of helps out. So.
Mm-hmm. Now you're listed as a forward / defenseman. Is there a position that you would much rather prefer to play, kind of like how Schwartz is both and he plays defense?
My game is basically to play physical, obviously. Mm-hmm. So I think I can do it both ways. Forward-wise, I played forward growing up all of my life until sophomore year, my first year, and halfway through the year I got switched back to defense. Same thing happened my junior and senior year, so I'm kind of used to it now. I'm comfortable both ways, but nothing really. I really don't prefer one or the other.
Okay. So for the fans that haven't come out and seen Northern play yet, yes, can you kind of tell the fans what your style of play is and what they can expect out of you on the ice?
Basically, I play real physical. I'm a bigger kid, so I like to throw the body around. Mm-hmm. I like to consider myself to have a hard shot, so when I have that opening, I like to take the shot. Mainly I'm a physical player, so I like to throw the body around. So.
And this year you've been put on a line with Brandon Maher and Gorsica. What has been the experience like playing with those two guys, and now that you've played with them for a couple months, what can you expect for the rest of the season out of that line?
We've had a couple good chances. I don't think we've put one in yet, but we all we need to rely on each other as a fourth line. As a fourth line player, you're there to bring energy for the team. Go out there, have an energy-filled shift, maybe switch the momentum our way, or give the top guys a rest. That's really what we all really need to realize. I think we have, and so hopefully we can keep it the same way.
Well, you guys are currently on a 3-game skid, losing to ISU DePaul, or ISU twice in DePaul. What do you think, in your mind, the team has to do as a whole to get back on the winning ways?
I think just to stay positive. Put those games behind us. We all know the capability that we could play to, and the past couple of games we haven't. So I think we just all need to realize, what we need to do better and, pick up our own game, and then hopefully that'll help out the team. So.
Well, what has the experience been like for you so far with Northern and with coaches Ronaldo, Alessi, and Raporto?
Great coaches all around, nice guys. They're really to the point, which I like in a coach. They'll tell you you're having a bad game, have a bad shift, they'll tell you. Practices, we work hard during practice, and, that's all you can really ask for. So, all in all, good.
Well, Jake, thanks for the time, and hopefully tonight we can get back on the winning ways going into Iowa next week.
Yeah, let's hope.
And that's the interview that I had with forward Jake Joush. He's a really nice guy. He was actually voted, what did he say, Junior Player of the Month, so he got interviewed by Comcast Sportsnet, and I definitely can't compete with that.
Yeah, I would say that's pretty hard to compete with right there, but I really liked what he said about, he asked about the fourth line and what he thought about playing with Maher and Gorska. I really liked what he said about, saying that we really just need to trust each other, and even though we're on the fourth line, we still need to be productive for the team. And I really liked what he said about that. And like he said, he likes to throw the body around, which you expect from a big guy like him. And it sounds like he's a very humble guy. You wouldn't expect that since he's such a big guy, and maybe you would think that maybe he's kind of like a mean guy, but
kind of like a Bash brother from the Ducks.
Exactly. But it seems like he's a very nice guy, and it sounded like a really good interview.
Well, it's time for the football update here from Stephen Duffy, and a good win by the Bears. And I'm very happy to report that the Packers and Lions both lost. So the Bears, I know you're upset about the Packers, but that's okay.
Yeah, well, and like Marcus said, the Bears, in case you didn't get to watch, the Bears won 23-20 in overtime, so a big win for them there. They're going to get right back in first place with the Lions. And then the Giants, they won against the Packers 27-13. You got to expect that because the Packers are missing Aaron Rodgers, so 3 interceptions by their backup from the Packers. Right now, the big games, Seattle's beating Minnesota 41-20. So they're going to win that one. But actually the big game right now, San Francisco and New Orleans tied 20-20 with 2 minutes left in the fourth. So big game there. And then tonight for Sunday night is going to be Kansas City, Denver.
That's going to be a really good game.
Yeah, and then some of the games today at noon and 3 that you guys missed was Buffalo beating New York Jets 37-14.
That's kind of an upset.
I would say, yeah, because I picked the Jets. You got the Bengals beating Cleveland 41-20, so you got to expect that from that. Philadelphia beat Washington 24-16. Pittsburgh beating the Lions 37-27. Like we said, the Lions lost. So a big win for Pittsburgh there, trying to get back in their winning ways. Tampa Bay up 41-28 against Atlanta. So I think that's only their second win of the year. They got their first win last week, so they're trying to get back in the winning program of that. Arizona up 27. Yeah, it won 27-14 against Jacksonville. And then Oakland beat Houston 28-23. Even though people expected Houston to be a great team this year, they are just disappointing people right now. and Miami ended up winning 20-16 in a very close game with San Diego. And then in case you missed the Thursday night game, the Colts won 30-27 against Tennessee. And the Monday night game coming up tomorrow night, New England versus Carolina. Carolina on a 5-game winning streak, and New England 7-2. So that's going to be a great Monday night game and a great Sunday night game. So for once, there's going to be both really good games on Sunday night and Monday night. So it should be interesting to watch all those games, and a lot of good games so far this week.
Well, in the hockey world, the Hawks are on right now against. I can't even see my scores. There you go. They are taking on the San Jose Sharks. Nikolai Javibuin placed on IR. They called up Antti Ranta, so he's the backup now going into the Circus road trip. Koska and Hanzus probably won't make the trip with the team. Hossa is still out with a lower body injury. Not quite sure what happened there. Washington is up 4-1 with 4:34 left in the second. No score in LA or in Chicago. Columbus beat Ottawa 4-1 earlier today. And then the 2 games starting at 7 o'clock is Dallas and Vancouver and Winnipeg in Minnesota. So we'll update those scores in the second period, as well as get you the rest of those football finals during the second intermission report coming out. Well, Duffy, they're up 2-1. What are your keys for a successful second period?
I think for a successful second period, it's got to be the same as the first. Keep winning those board battles of my keys. Discipline, very good discipline in that, much better than last night's game. We only ended up having three penalties altogether, but one of them was were both minors. So far we've only been on the penalty kill twice. We're going to start out with the penalty kill in this period, so we got to do better at discipline. Win those board battles, which they did very well of. Got to keep doing that and capitalize on those big opportunities, which we did. We got a power play goal, and we won a 2-on-1 with Greenberg and Rosinski of that first goal. So getting those big opportunities, that's good. And you got to hope, for me, for this second period, is Bonin still got to have a great second period here. He had a great first period, 18 shots on goal. We only ended up getting 12. We have to get more shots, but Bonin is the reason that we are up 2-1 right now with really good play by him.
Yeah, he has made some really big stops, doing a good job of going post to post. I can't remember how they scored that first goal. I think it was a 2-on-1 that Iovino buried with Welnicki.
Yep.
So really not his fault, but he's made some big saves, and we're just about ready to start. Period number 2 is, like Duffy said, the Huskies will start this second frame on the penalty kill. Face-off won by Northern's Nick Remley, and Hickey's going to send it all the way down into Robert Morris' zone. Here's Matt Stubbitz, number 13, gives it over for Webster. Now back for number 13. He comes out around to the left of John Flora, out through neutral ice. And dumped in off the tip by Jordan DeYoung. Puck gets sent around near side corner boards. Here's a centering attempt, saved by Nick Bonnet. It's loose. And it's nice keep there by 13 on the left point. Now right point for Iovino. He has a shot taken away. Now Troy Hickey has it. Hickey stops and sends it into the Robert Morris zone. 43 seconds left in the penalty kill for Northern Illinois. Out comes number 13. He stops, reverses sides. Right side face-off circle, Eagle zone. Now comes up through the neutral ice. Pass over the Steel logo. No icing called. Back to control as Gino Malone. Malone now gives it over for Gagliard. Gagliard down for Wentz. Now Malone back to the point for 13. Takes a shot blocked out in front by Nick Remley. 10 seconds left, and Bonin's going to take the cover up the puck, take the whistle. 18:50 left in period number 2. 12 seconds left on the power play.
Well, in that first period, the face-offs were 17-11 in favor of NIU, so doing much better in the face-off dot. And like I said, I do think that they're one of the better teams in the face-off dot, mostly because of Justin Rosinski. He's probably one of the best I've seen. He usually wins like a Jonathan Tays, and just a really good job all around by the team in the face-offs.
Face-off won this time by Robert Morris, and it's going to come out to the neutral ice. It's going to be offside, so Nick Leon has it. And both teams are at full strength as Bach is out of the box. Now taken by Buchel. Buchel over for 13 on the left face-off circle, Eagle zone. Now up through center ice. He connects with Kevin Piskey, and Piskey gets his pocket picked by Leon, and he fans on a pass attempt for Rosinski. Now Pickett has it, and he's going to send it into the right of Floro, who makes a stick save. Now the puck comes in around for Piskey. Right half boards. Eagle zone. Now Rosinski has it. Centering attempt for Brian Pounds. He comes in. Big save there by Floro. And the net came off Fitzmaurice. I think Leon gave a Eagle push into the net. 18:03 left in the frame. 2-1 Huskies, but a good give and go with Rosinski and Pounds.
Well, and you got to love that by Brian Pounds, because he's usually not used to being on this first line, like we said, and he's right in the middle there, getting a great pass from Leon and Rosinski there, and almost getting sniped by John Flora, but John Flora ended up denying him there.
So face-off's going to be to the right of John Floro. First line, of Rosinski, Leon, and Pounds. Herlin and Coletta going to be the defensive pairings here for Ronaldo.
And that's actually the defensive pairing that started this game, Coletta and Herlin. So
and I think these are the 5 guys that started the game. Oh, no, Greenberg's line with Remley.
Yeah, but I mean, this was the defensive line. Instead of Hickey, usually you would think Hickey would start it, but I guess Coach Slay has been liking what Coletta and Herlin's been doing this weekend.
Yeah, usually it's Hickey and Schwartz.
Yep.
Rejoin the play. Out through center ice comes Jordan Young in the offensive zone, right face-off circle, Husky zone. Herlin takes it away from him, now gives it up to the boards for Leon. Leon looking for Pounds, but there was no pass there. Now Leon, back pass looking for Rosinski. Good read there by Jordan DeYoung. Jordan DeYoung over for Iovino. He drop passes it. Now spins away, does Nick Webster from Troy Herlin. Webster still has the puck. Now the right face-off circle. Now left point, take a shot by Adams, and a good pad save there by Bonin as he was screened out in front. Now right point, pass picked off from Killian by Rosinski. Now Troy Hurlin has it. They have a 3-on-2 if they hurry. Hurlin now looks for Pounds. Second attempt for Rosinski, and he couldn't handle the pass. Pounds was there open on the weak side, but the puck didn't find a stick. Now Michael Melka has it. Good stick there by Nick Leon, but Troy Hickey takes it away from him. In is Tyler Adams. Excuse me, that's Nicky. He gets taken down by Rob Bach. Hickey now left side half boards, Husky zone. Taken by Rob Bach out through neutral ice over the steel logo. Now Leon takes a shot and it's gloved down by John Floro. He covers up, gets the whistle. 16:37 left in the frame. 2-1 Huskies.
Yeah, and as a goalie, you just got to make sure that you cover that up like that if you get it into the chest, because you can't give it up those rebounds like that. So good cover up there by John Floro, but it looks like it's going to be Hickey and LJ actually. So like we said, Coach Chuck is almost kind of like a Coach Q. He likes to switch up the defensive lines mostly. Sometimes the forward lines, but he really switches those defensive lines up. Good keep in there by LJ, and finally it comes loose. It's in the skates of Joush, and he recovers nicely and tips it out over the steel logo. Joush takes his man down. That was Garrett McCraig. Bach and Joush, two big guys on the same line, and that's taken by Welnicki. Welnicki, right side point. Here comes a shot and a delayed penalty call. And I think it's going to be Joush on the penalty for a slash. And the Huskies are going to go back on the penalty kill.
Yeah, and this is what I mentioned. I mean, you got to have discipline. So far, they've had 3 penalties, 3 power plays now for Robert Morris. Stopped them all so far. But you can't be taking penalties all day because, like we said, you can't have your penalty kill out there all the time because you don't get chances with your penalty kill a lot because you're just trying to clear the puck. And second, I mean, it really tires your top guys out, like of Nick Remley and Greenberg, who are out there right now.
And the same thing with Hickey.
Yep.
And the faceoff is controlled by Greenberg, and he's going to send it all the way down. John Floro is going to stop it and set it up for Ben Buchel. Buchel behind Floro, waiting to come out with it. Right faceoff circle, now out through neutral ice over the steel logo, has a little bit of speed. Now left faceoff circle, Husky zone. Now to the point for Iovino. Iovino bothered there, now taken for Buchel at the high slot. Now right point, back to the point for Buchel. He's going to fan on a shot, might have broken a stick, and another shot by Iovino is covered up by Nick Bonin. 1:24 left on the penalty kill, 15:32 left in period number 2.
So far having much better defense in this period, only 5 shots to our 3 right now in about 4.5 minutes of this game. So we're having much better defense than we did last period because we ended up giving them 18 shots last period. Just Nick Bonin was the reason that we were in the lead.
Here's Neds. Neds loses the faceoff. Iovino left point. Now right point sent on the way, far side corner birds by Buchel. Schwartz is there. Now it's taken at the left faceoff circle. That's Jordan DeYoung, and he has his pass deflected far side corner boards, Husky zone. Here's Sukel battling with DeYoung, and finally it comes out to neutral ice. Here comes Neds racing for the puck, but Iovino is going to win that race. Now Troy Hickey has it, and he sends it into the Eagle zone, right side faceoff circle. Here's Sukel winning a board battle, trying to kill off a little bit more time. He stops, but it's a 3-on-1, and Sukel gets the puck back. Centering tap for Hickey, and he's going to send that one way wide of the net, up off the glass. Here's Troy Hurlin now with another shot into the glove of Floro, and the Huskies doing a good job shorthanded, getting a couple scoring opportunities.
Well, that was all because of Tyler Sukel there. Really just a great job of forechecking into the offensive zone. Really good job on the boards there, and that's the big thing, board battles like we've always said. And he ended up winning 2 board battles there to keep that puck in the offensive zone and getting a couple of chances for the NIU Huskies. So I'm sure the coaches really like that play from Tyler Sukel.
Brzezinski wins the faceoff for Hurlin with a shot. Goal! Troy Hurlin got deflected out in front. Brzezinski with the screen. Hurlin gets the shorthanded goal with 14:39 left in period number 2.
And I actually think that might have been tipped in by Nick Leon there that got the goal.
So the consensus is Leon with the tip out in front?
Yep, I'm pretty sure because he acted like he got it and he was acting like Hurlin gave the assist. So really just a great job by Leon there, getting the tip off of Hurlin's good shot there.
So Rosinski wins the face-off, gets to the point, Hurlin with the shot, and Leon with the power or the short-handed goal to make it 3-1 at 5:30 of period number 2. 14 seconds still left. Now here's Justin Rosinski, short-handed again. He cuts in, toe drag move. John Flores there. He gets ran in by his own guy. Here's Coletta. Score! Ron Coletta, 2 short-handed goals, and the Huskies are up 4-1.
Just a great job by Ryan Coletta there. Just Ron Coletta, who just a great slap shot there, just zooming it past John Flora, and it looks like Robert Morris is going to take John Flora out of the game, and they're going to go with number 35, Mitchell Saviola, yeah, and we've seen both these goalies before about a month or two ago, and John Flora also had a kind of a rough night the night before, and they're going with Saviola now after scoring 2 quick goals in this period.
So the Huskies have a full-strength goal, a power play goal, and now 2 shorthanded goals. Power play penalty is over. Joush is out of the box. Both teams at full strength. But that was all set up, too, because one of the Robert Morris players ran into his own goalie, and the net was wide open. Here's Saviola giving up a rebound. Nick Leon looking for a scoring opportunity, and he couldn't bury it. Schwartz keeps it in. Now up off the glass through center ice comes Nick Grundhofer. Good sliding attempt there by Pickett, but he couldn't take the puck away. Out in front now, left face-off circle, taken by Piskey, and his shot goes wide on Bonin. Kevin Schwartz, far side half boards, loses a stick, and now Brian Pickett has it up off the boards, and it's kept in there by Tyler Adams. Now Pickett sends it right point. Thought there might have been someone there, but now Kevin Schwartz controls. Schwartz now for Leon. Leon's going to get it in. He's going to go off for a change. So does Pounds and Schwartz. And a fresh line comes out over the boards for Chuck Rinaldo as that one hits a player. I think it hit Pounds as he was going off the bench. 13:06 left in period 2. Huskies are up 4-1.
But, I mean, after those 2 quick goals, really just you see that NIU has all the energy now, all the momentum going their way in this period. So let's hope that they can keep this momentum, unlike they did last Saturday against ISU, where they were up 5-2, I think, going, or 5-3 going into the third, and they ended up losing 7-6.
Yeah.
So you can't be giving up these big leads like they did last weekend.
So Saviola doing a little equipment check there. Saviola's numbers on the year: 4-3, 3.29 goals against, and an 86 save percentage. So this is definitely their number 3 goalie out of the 3.
Yep.
Here's Schemek with a shot into the chest of Saviola. He covers up. And we'll do the face-off again to the right of Mitchell Saviola. So now you really want to get shots on him because he's a cold goaltender and he gives up a lot of goals.
Well, yeah, and then you just had 2 shorthanded goals. So, like I said, you got all the momentum right now. After 2 shorthanded goals like that, you got to just keep getting shots on goal.
Here's Tyler Sukel now. He dances with the puck, right corner boards. Now Hickey, right point, takes a shot, gets deflected. Another big save there by Saviola on Greenberg. And finally, Nicky has it. And he's going to send it into the boards, and Raporto quickly gets out of the way.
And Raporto's like, does the puck love me this weekend? Because he's like, he thinks he's like a magnet.
Chuck's rubbing the back of his head. I think that was gloved by Pounds.
Oh, man, Raporto must think he's just like a magnet to the puck this weekend because the puck keeps going for his head.
Oh, that poor guy. Face-off win there, and a tripping call, I believe. Look like Greenberg was tripped up. Is Sukel going to go to the box?
Yeah, it looks like it's going to be Tyler Sukel for a trip there.
I thought for sure somebody tripped Greenberg.
Yeah, I'm not sure about that call right there, but I just got an update on my phone. Blackhawks lead the Sharks 1-0 at the end of the first. Goal by Brandon Peary again.
Oh, God,
Peary,
the kid.
I mean, man, Peary is going to be the number 2 center probably for a while for the Blackhawks if he keeps playing the ways that he's been playing with Sod and Kane.
So this will be the 4th power play of the night for Robert Morris. They're 0 for 3 so far. 7:20 Sukel, 2 minutes for tripping. Mark Greenberg trying to get it out of the zone, can't do it. Now Hickey has it. Greenberg fans on a clearing attempt. He battles now with Melka. It's 1-on-3. Greenberg doing a good job, and finally Hickey's going to send it all the way down.
Yeah, Greenberg had to kind of cover up his steps there after fanning on a clearing attempt. So good job by him getting the puck back and then clearing by Hickey.
Here's Jordan DeYoung, the alternate captain. Gives it over for Welnicki. Welnicki, cross-ice pass now for Melka. Melka, drop pass for Iovino. And he gets taken away by Greenberg, and he's going to clear it up off the glass into the Robert Morris zone. Saviola back to stop it. Controlled now by Buchel. Buchel pressured there by Nedzela. And he still has it, does Buchel. He comes out over the Steel logo, and he's going to flip it into the far side corner boards to the left of Bonin. Schwartz is in there. So is Hickey. Now a centering attempt comes out in front. Big block there by Brian Pounds on Gino Malone. Now taken by Wentz. Wentz gets in the offensive zone, bothered there by Brian Pounds. 39 seconds left on the power play. 11:15 left in period number 2. Huskies up 4-1. Here comes Nedzela. Nedzela, Pounds, and Hickey up on the rush. Here's a 2-on-1. Neds is in, takes a shot, score! Nedzela gets goes top shelf on Saviola, and the Huskies get their third shorthanded goal of the night. And it's 5-1.
And I'm pretty sure when we played Robert Morris about a month or two ago, I think we had 3 shorthanded goals and 2 power play goals. So I'm pretty sure, I mean, it just seems like the power play of Robert Morris is really having trouble with our penalty kill ever since they've been playing us this year. And I think we've had 6 shorthanded goals on them, I'm pretty sure. And just a great job by the penalty kill there.
I'm not quite sure who got the assist. I know Nedzela got the goal, and we'll get that as soon as we can. We rejoin the play. Still 18 seconds left on the power play for Robert Morris. Bonin's going to stick this one all the way out and clear it himself. 10 seconds left. Back to get it is Bobby Killian. Killian pressured by Rosinski, but Killian regains possession of the puck. Now out for Alex Strack. Strack's going to get it in, and both teams are at full strength. Sukell is out of the box. Herlin can't get it out. Finally, Rosinski does. Rosinski takes the hit, makes the play, gets it out to at least the neutral ice. Back in comes Piskey. Piskey dumps it in right of Nick Bonin. Now Coletta nicks him off the puck. Piskey with the centering attempt. Herlin clears it. Icing called. 10:17 left in the frame. 5-1 Huskies.
After 3 shorthanded goals and 1 power play goal tonight. So again, the special teams against Robert Morris is just destroying Robert Morris right now. So really just a great job. And another pop water bottle from Neds. I mean,
2 for 2.
Yeah, I mean 2 pop water bottles. We like popping the water bottle tonight.
That's fine with me. Here comes Mark Greenberg out through center ice. Saucer pass for Rosinski, and that's going to be offsides. As a good stick there by Garrett McCraig broke up the rush. 10:09 left in the frame. 5-1 Huskies. 3 shorthanded goals, a power play goal, and a full strength goal.
Yep, and just doing a great job. After 2 tough losses this weekend, coming out here with a lot of energy, a lot of good job on the penalty kill and power play, and that's the way you got to do. You got to get some momentum from your special teams, so that's what they're doing.
And I would say, too, that this is the same kind of game the Huskies played like the Friday night game against ISU, where they created a lot of their own opportunities and didn't force a lot of shots.
Well, and like Alessi said, this team, obviously, NIU can be the best team in the MACA when they want to be and when they play their game and not the other team's game, and that's what they're doing right now, playing their game, and they're doing a great job of it.
No icing, so Nick Bonin's back to stop it for Schwartz. Schwartz tries to get it out to neutralize. I think he did, but the ref said no. Now Schwartz, backhand pass for Pickett, now for Bach. He avoids a check and gets it in the Robert Morris zone as Saviola has a giveaway out in front. Now Jake Joush.
Could have been Maher's first point there if he got a stick on the puck.
Taken now by Melka, bothered there by Maher. The number 10s go at it. And it goes through the skates of Kevin Schwartz. He's got to hustle back as well. Nicky was on his tail. Pickett tries to go cross ice for Maher. Pass escapes him. Jake Joush on the forecheck, and he almost took it away. And out comes Robert Morris's Michael Melka. Melka over the Steel logo through neutral ice. 9 minutes left in the game. Or in period number 2. Here's Greenberg. Now he finds Nick Remley. Nick Remley's got some space in on Saviola. He shoots. Where is it? It's behind him. Pickett with a shot, and it blocked out in front by Dom Floro. Greenberg battles far side corner boards in the Eagle zone. Finally it out. Out comes Ben Buchel. Bucco avoids it, or actually takes a hit from Hickey, and Hickey takes the puck. And Bonin is going to stick that one away. Out for Nick Remley. Now for Greenberg. Greenberg's got a guy in his back, but he gets in the zone and just couldn't quite get it. Delayed penalty call, and Mike Raporto almost got it again. Huskies are going to go on the power play.
I'm pretty sure it's going to be a hooking call there on the Robert Morris player of number 19, Gino Malone. So it's going to, like you said, third power play for NIU. And really, there's only their second full power play, because remember, it was a 4-on-4 for about a minute and 15 seconds in that second power play that we had, and we ended up getting the power play goal there. So, and it looks like we're going to go with our first power play, but it's going to be Rob Bach with Leon and Brzezinski instead of Brian Pounds.
Huskies already got one power play goal tonight. Looking for a second. Brzezinski loses the face-off. They battle for it in the dot. And finally comes to the point, kept in nicely by Troy Hurlin. He takes a shot in the breast and score! Saviola gave up a rebound and Leon was there to capitalize. And they're saying it's no goal?
I'm pretty sure they're waving it off for some reason.
Well, the refs came in like it wasn't, but I think it is. It is going to be a good goal, power play goal for Nick Leon. But like I said, the refs came in almost like it was a no goal.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't understand that there, but really just a great job by Hurlin here tonight. He's kind of looking for the offense, and so is Hickey. Two offensive guys here, and just a great shot there. Couldn't corral it, Saviola, because he's a cold goal, and couldn't soak it up, and Leon just came right back out to him, and really just a great power play there.
So the Huskies, 2 power play goals, 3 shorthanded goals, and a full-strength goal are up 6-1 here with 8 minutes left in the game, or in period number 2. I don't know why I keep saying it's the end of the game.
Because you think that we're up so much, maybe that it just seems like that.
I'm waiting for the white flag from Robert Morris to come flying out of the bench. Here's LJ Skameka trying to get it out. Big hip check there on Grundhofer.
Wow, that was a hip check that we haven't seen in a while. We saw that about a month ago from my cousin.
And LJ battles with DeYoung, and DeYoung didn't like the way that LJ took out Grundhofer. LJ with a big hit, Pounds is there to break it up. But Grundhofer, man, he went flying head over heels.
I mean, that's like I was saying, we saw that about a month ago for my cousin, Ryan Duffy. He plays for Purdue, and they were actually playing Robert Morris as well, D3 team, and he ended up flipping him over, and LJ just did the same thing there with a great hip check.
And the Huskies are going to go back on the power, or no, they're not. Skameka again.
Yep, he's going to go for another double minor with number 18, Jordan DeYoung, because like you said, DeYoung did not like the way that LJ hit him right there, but it was a good hit. Again, I think just as a player for the other team, you gotta when you get hit that hard, you just gotta help your player out there. You gotta even though that he's a clean hit, you gotta help him out.
So the roughing calls are at 12-16 or 12-18. Huskies are now 2 for 3 on the power play with 2 4-on-4 opportunities. Face-off is going to be to the left of Bonin. Brzezinski is getting a little bit of an explanation, I think, from the refs. But boy, what a check by LJ. Literally knocking him head over heels was Grundhofer.
Yep, I mean, like we say, just a great hit, and we've seen that from LJ all year. It looks like Maher is actually going to go to the box here as well.
So did the bench maybe get a double?
It could have been, yeah. It could have been that they were mad that LJ got a penalty there, so I think they were not too happy with the refs.
Now the refs are checking out one of the players on the Robert Morris bench. Not quite sure what the penalties are. So LJ's in the box, Maher's in the box. I think Maher's serving the bench minor.
Yep.
So it looks like Robert Morris is actually going to come out with a power play here.
And right now it's 6-1 NIU. In case you just joined us, NIU have gotten 2 power play goals, 3 shorthanded goals, and 1 full-strength goal. So everything's working for NIU tonight. They've had a kind of a rough weekend, but they're having a good night tonight. And really, you just got to expect that from them tonight after 2 rough games, and come out here with a lot of energy and try to beat Robert Morris. And they're really handling them very well here. And it looks like
Strack is coming out of the game. And I think he got tossed. So the Robert Morris comes out with a power play here. They're fifth of the night, and they're 0 for 4. Here comes Troy Hurlin out through neutral ice over the steel logo looking for Nedzela. He couldn't find him. And Robert Morris controls. That's number 21, Anthony Iovino. Iovino has it now. Back pass for Wentz. Wentz skates right face-off circle. Shot saved by Bonin. It's loose. And Nick finally finds it, covers up the puck, 129. And there's going to be another penalty here on Ron Coletta. So Coletta's going to go to the penalty box. And it'll be 5-on-3 for 1:29.
And right now, I mean, my first key was discipline, and right now the discipline is not doing very well. Even though our penalty kill is doing much better tonight, it's still, you can't have this many penalties in the game. And now it's going to be a 5-on-3 for a minute, about a minute and 30 seconds, and a lot of penalty kill right here.
Face-off is won and controlled by Robert Morris's Nick Webster. Webster battles with Remley. It comes to the point. Now right point for DeYoung. He winds, takes a shot, and it goes just wide. Blocker side on Bonin. Now DeYoung, right point. Now left point for 13. He takes a shot blocked out in front by Remley. But Robert Morris controls. Here's Nick Webster. Far side right point. Now in around Piskey's there. And Hickey trying to take it away. He finally does, but doesn't clear it. Just to the left point for Buchel. Buchel now skates to the high slot. Now down left face-off circle. They cycle the puck. Here's Stubbits. There's a shot in and out of the chest of Bonnie. He made a save through a screen. Remley's going to clear it around. 40 seconds left on the 5-on-3. And Hickey's going to get it out to neutral ice, and Robert Morris has to regroup. Out comes number 13. He's got a little space. Takes a shot blocked off the shin guards of Troy Hickey. 13 looking for a centering attempt. Here's Welnicki, and it's picked off by Schwartz very nicely. 20 left on the 5-on-3. 6 minutes left in period number 2. Number 13 has it. He goes cross ice for Welnicki. Welnicki skates. He's going to dump it into the right of Nick Bonin. Left half boards, Husky zone. Sukel battles in with Jack Warren. Warren has it. Now finally Sukel wins the puck. Here's Greenberg and Sukel have a 2-on-1. Starting pass, shoots, and he just couldn't get a handle on it. And Saviola makes a save, but a good effort there by Greeny and Sukel shorthanded. Huskies still have a 5-on-4 to kill here with 20 seconds left in the penalty kill.
Well, I mean, really just a good job by NIU there. Just getting out of the penalty box there quick by LJ and getting to the bench and getting Greenberg out there, and then he ended up springing them for a nice breakaway. Just couldn't put buried in the net.
And out comes Robert Morris. Dom Floro has it. He's going to send it in around behind Nick Bonin. Far side corner boards. Taken by Jack Warren. Now into the right of Bonin. Left face-off circle. Now to the left point. Taken by Killian. Killian swings it all the way down left half boards. Now the left face-off circle. Controlled by Melka. And both teams are at full strength. Here comes Mark Greenberg. Greenberg's got a breakaway on Saviola. He's going to shoot. Big save there by Saviola, and there's going to be a penalty on Greenberg, and I don't know if it's going to be a penalty shot or not.
I think it should be because he had a breakaway, and you could see that he's down right there.
Looks like got a hit in the midsection.
Yep, I think it could be the ribs like Justin's had a problem with all year.
As the trainer is out on the ice. Definitely a penalty coming up. I did not see who the penalty was on for Robert Morris.
And we mentioned that Kosalesi said that the trainer of NIU, she actually helped the coaches out a lot last night because we weren't sure on all the rules on how many penalties were called and how and if they have to keep going with the 5-on-3.
Because they said she's a ref, right?
Yeah, exactly, yeah. So I think that so she helped out a lot last night after all the ejections and all the penalties.
And Greeny's getting up. It looks like he's all right. I think he might have actually caught it below the belt.
It could be.
That might be the medical term I'm going to use there.
Yeah.
He's going to get
the man region
right in the jingle bells. So I don't know if there's going to be a penalty shot. I don't think there is.
I think Nick Leon's got some competition over here. Look at that little kid play.
Little guy playing. Oh, he's got to watch his back. Those young kids. I tell you what.
Well, it looks like it should be a penalty shot for Greenberg here, and I think that's what they're trying to explain to Saviola. But we're not exactly. It's going to be a 5-minute major on Tyler Adams, and that's actually going to be a second penalty of the night. And it's going to be a major, so it's going to be a 5-minute major, and it's going to be no penalty shot, but they're going to get a power play.
Yep. And that's probably about what they wanted, too.
Yeah. I mean, you could get, again, with a 5-minute major, you don't have to come out when you guys score a power play goal. You can just keep going until it's over.
Here's Troy Hickey for Rosinski. Now for Leon, right face-off circle, Husky zone. He circle it up top. Hickey, now for Leon. Leon, down for Rosinski. He looks like Leon was, gosh, can't get it out. Rosinski trying to go top shelf on Saviola, deflected up into the protective netting, and the whistle stops play. Still that first power play unit out on the ice for the Huskies. They're going to finish this period with a power play.
Well, and so far the penalty kill is doing a really good job. 6 for 6 right now, and the power play 2 for 3, and they're going to get a lot more chances right here on this 5-minute major.
Hickey for Leon, back Ricky, wind up shot, big save by Saviola, it's loose. And good keep there by Troy Hickey as he gloved it out of midair. Now Joush is in on the power play. Rosinski has it, left face-off circle, leaves it for Leon. Leon left point for Hickey. Now right point comes Troy Hurlin. Joush gets taken out. Oh, and Leon in on the one-timer, and he couldn't bury it. And it's cleared down the length of the ice by Piskey. 4:08 left on the power play. 5-minute major to Tyler Adams. Here's Hickey now. Finds Troy Hurlin. And Rosinski evades a check out through the neutral ice over the steel logo. And he gets the zone. He dances in on Saviola. Around behind him, now right corner boards. Looking for a pass attempt. Joush almost buried it point blank. And that's going to go out of play behind the Huskies bench. 3:43 left in the power play, 3:42 left in period 2 as Skameka is out of the box.
It looks like he's finally going to get out of the box after that big hip check that he gave to Grundhofer, number 7 for Robert Morris. It looks like a clean hit to us, but again, I mean, when you see that big of a hit in this kind of level of play, you kind of got to give them a penalty there.
So neutral zone face-off, won and controlled by Northern Illinois. Hickey now for Hurlin. Hurlin's going to get the zone, left half boards, left face-off circle now. He dances with the puck. Now Hickey, right point, winds, looking for the shot attempt. He faked the shot. Greenberg from Hickey, now back for Greenberg. Cross-ice pass for Hurlin and a save by Saviola. And Sukel has it now. Back to the right point for Hickey. He's now down right half boards for Sukel with a shot. Big save by Saviola. He cleans it up. And Bach's stick gets snapped in half. Bach's got to be careful not to take a penalty here.
Bach is trying to say that I'm not doing anything here, so let's hope that he doesn't get a penalty.
So Bach is kind of confused as to what's happening here. I'm kind of curious what girl's stick he broke.
Yeah.
I wonder if it was Lauren or Stephanie or...
He probably isn't very happy like other players that when his stick broke because he names his sticks. He likes to name them, so.
And he does take a lot of time, which is kind of
And you really wonder if maybe they're ex-girlfriends that he used to have, or maybe if they're some
I don't think so. I think he said, and there's another penalty coming up to Robert Morris.
It's going to be a 5-on-3 for 2 solid minutes here, and then another a 5-on-4 after that for the 5-minute major for another minute and 11 seconds.
Well, it looks like right now
it's going to be on actually Saviola.
Yeah, I was going to say it's going to be 5-on-3.
And it's going to be on Saviola of Robert Morris. So one of his teammates, I think number 24, Garrett McGregor, is going to serve it for him.
I did not see what the penalty actually was. Face-off one in control by Robert Morris, but they can't get it out. Hickey now for Hurlin. Hurlin comes in, takes a shot, saved by Saviola. He clears, hangs on to the puck. 3:03 left, 1:53 left on the 5-on-3. Joush, Rosinski, Leon, Hickey, and Hurlin on the first power play unit here for Northern, and it's going to be sent all the way down by Bobby Killian as Robert Morris wins the faceoff. Bonin settles the puck down for Troy Hurlin. He stops, finds Nick Leon over the Steel logo. Into the offensive zone now. Left faceoff circle, Leon. He stops. He stick handles with the puck. Now gives it for Rosinski, and they switch places. Cross ice for Hickey now. Hickey off the boards for Nick Leon. Nick Leon comes in, and he forgot the puck. He was thinking about the shot before he took it. And in comes Gino Malone, shorthanded, no penalty call. Good play there by Troy Hickey.
That's almost like a football player there. You can't run without the football before you know where you're going.
And a good stick up there by Bobby Killian to not allow the Huskies in the zone. 2:12 left in the period. 1 minute left on the 5-on-3. Here's Justin Rosinski now. He gets the line. Now left side corner board, stands is in, shot, and it goes just wide to the blocker side of Saviola. Here's Troy Hickey. Now to the high slot for Coletta. Coletta's already got a goal tonight. He takes a shot and it goes over the crossbar of Saviola. 37 seconds left on the 5-on-3, 1:46 left in the period. Hickey now at the point. Now left side face-off circle for Coletta. Him and Hickey play catch. Hickey looking for the deflection out in front, and it did. It deflected over the net. Here's Joush with a shot, and it comes to the left point for Coletta. Coletta looked like he was going to wind and fire, but he faked the shot. And Joush backhands it. Here's another shot out in front by Leon, and he couldn't bury it. 10 seconds left on the 5-on-3. Here's a shot into the breadbasket of Saviola. He covers up the puck. Wow, 1:18 left, and a good cycle there by the Huskies.
Yeah, I think right now NIU has 23 shots on goal in this period. So really just because they've been on the power play, I think 3 times in this period, but really just a great job in this period to get a lot of shots on goal, especially on a cold goaltender of Saviola after John Flora got taken out after 4 goals.
Here's Pickett now left point. He stick handles with the puck. One guy's out of the box. Huskies still have a power play, and Pickett has a giveaway. It's a 1-on-3. Here comes Robert Morris in the offensive zone. Takes a shot, and they couldn't get a goal. Should have passed it there. Here's Tyler Sukel now. 1 minute left in the period. 56 seconds left on the power play for the Huskies. They're now 2 for 4 on the night. Bach now for Pickett, looking for Sukel to the left or to the right of Saviola. Sukel gets taken out by Buchel, and Robert Morris can't clear it. Here's Tyler Sukel, keeps it in the offensive zone. He winds, fires, takes a shot, and Saviola pads that one to the far side corner boards. And Bach, I think, is going to draw a penalty, or Saviola's going to take a penalty. I don't know, maybe Bach is going to go 2 for agitating. We'll see what happens. But Bach had a big old smile on his face.
Yeah, it looks like it's going to be, Rob Bach. Probably, like you said, probably for maybe goaltender interference, maybe agitating the goalie.
And they're going to make another goalie change as Floro's going to come back in the game. I don't know if maybe Saviola was tossed.
It could, yeah. I think Saviola was tossed here.
So we'll see what happens up on the scoreboard, if it'll be another 5-minute major. Bach is in the penalty box now.
And we got 27 seconds left here in the period and also in the 5-minute major. They're just trying to figure out who's going to get the penalties here.
Well, Bach for sure for probably instigating or some sort there.
Yeah, and then probably I'm thinking Saviola was jawing at the ref for Rob when Rob Bach was kind of instigating him, and so he was probably getting angry at the ref that he wasn't calling anything, so he probably got thrown out.
So Hickey's getting the explanation for the referees. Here's a scoring recap. The Huskies have 3 shorthanded goals, 2 power play goals, and a full-strength goal. Rosinski with 2, Leon with 2, Nedzla and Coletta are your goal scorers here. So finally getting a little bit of production from the bottom couple lines.
Well, and remember,
the defense.
And Greenberg has an assist tonight. Get him back on the score sheet. It's good that you're seeing other scoring besides just the first line of Brzezinski and Leon.
Here's Hickey now with a shot, and Josh. Oh, Josh gets stoned by Floro. Josh was wide open, and he gets stoned. Here's Leon now. He finds Troy Hurlin. Hurlin gets the zone, and it takes a shot, and he gets taken down for his troubles. 6.5 left. Here's a centering attempt. Troy Hurlin's got to take a shot, and it's blocked out in front, and that's going to do it for the second period. But the Huskies get 4 goals and extend the lead to 6-1 after 40 minutes of play.
And again, a lot of penalties from both teams. I think about 6 penalties from Robert Morris, and I think NIU has about 10 penalties right now, maybe 9. So a lot of penalties. Again, the discipline isn't too good for NIU, but they're getting shorthanded goals. So, I mean, that I guess discipline, it is bad, but when you're getting shorthanded goals like they have been against Robert Morris, it's not too bad. But right now, you just got to have better discipline. Right now, Bonin is having a great game. Defense much better in that period, only allowing 7 shots. And we ended up getting, I think, 25 shots on goal in that period. So a lot of shots on goal and a much better period from NIU. Ended up getting 4 goals in that period. So let's hope that we can keep this momentum going.
Yeah, this is the team that we saw in that Friday night game against ISU, and finally it's starting to manifest itself again. And I think maybe beating a team like Robert Morris tonight will kind of boost the confidence going into your last 3 weekends of play before the Christmas break. When we come back for the second intermission report, we'll look at the schedule upcoming for the Huskies. Take another look at the hockey and NFL scoreboard. Look forward to period number 3. Huskies are up 6-1. Coming up the second intermission report, you're listening to Huskies Hockey on the NIU Huskies Hockey Radio Network.
Hey, Billy.
Yeah?
Do you want to go to the state fair?
Yeah.
Do you want to ride the roller coaster?
Yeah.
The big one?
Yeah.
The one with the reverse flip?
Yeah!
Well, you can't.
Huh?
Well, you see, Billy, when you throw away money on wasted electricity, you throw away everything you could have done with it, including going to the state fair.
Oh, man.
Cheer up. This year, your parents will make it right. They're going to visit EnergySavers.gov, where they'll get tips on how to save energy and money. Then they'll add extra insulation and get a few of those Energy Star appliances. They could save hundreds of dollars a year. And you know what, Billy?
What?
They'll take you to the state fair next year.
But I want to go this year.
I know you do, Billy. I know you do. Saving energy saves you money. Learn more at EnergySavers.gov. Brought to you by the U.S. Department of Energy and the Ad Council.
Have you always wanted to be on radio or television? Don't lie to yourself, of course you have. That means that you need to come to the Illinois Center for Broadcasting. At ICB, you'll learn everything you need to know. Hands-on training in audio programming, video editing, and much, much more. Financial assistance is available for those who qualify, so you've got no excuse. Go online to beonair.com or call 630-916-1700 for more information. The Illinois Center for Broadcasting, where your career begins.
Green light. Hey girl. School zone. I'm getting hungry. Car changing lanes. You want to meet me for pizza? Stop sign. Intersection clear. Yeah. Street. Pizza sounds good. Ballin Street? Girlin Street!
It's hard to concentrate on 2 things at once, like texting and driving. Stop the text, stop the wrecks. How will you stop texting and driving? Tell us at stoptextstopwrecks.org. Brought to you by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration and the Ad Council.
When I grow up, I want to be a new pair of blue jeans.
When I grow up, I want to be a kid's first computer.
I want to be a warm fleece on a
I
cold
want to be
day.
a football
I want
stadium.
to be a bike that races around the country.
I want to be a bench on a forest trail.
When I grow up, I don't want to be a piece of garbage. And if you recycle me, I won't be.
Give your garbage another life. Recycle. Learn how at iwanttoberecycled.org. Brought to you by Keep America Beautiful and the Ad Council.
Gunzo's is your non-stop shop for all things hockey. Gunzo's carries all major brands such as Bauer, Easton, Reebok, Nike, CCM, and Ward. Gunzo's caters to not only players, but to teams as well, with the ability to take team orders. Gunzo's can customize jerseys, socks, t-shirts, warm-ups, and hockey bags. They have 3 convenient Chicagoland locations in River Forest, Morton Grove, and Chicago. Gunzo's is also the official equipment supplier of the Northern Illinois Huskies. Gunzo's Hockey Headquarters, where you will be treated like a pro.
A boy born in Joplin, Missouri was fascinated by anything with wheels and a motor. The odds of him going on to fascinate millions with his talent, 1 in 260,000. The odds of him having 15 career NASCAR victories, 1 in 1.7 million. The odds of a child being diagnosed with autism, 1 in 88. I'm Jamie McMurray, and my niece has autism. Learn more at autismspeaks.org/signs. Brought to you by Autism Speaks and the Ad Council.
When I have an asthma attack, I feel scared. It's kind of like an elephant is on my chest. I feel like I'm choking. Sometimes my parents have to take me to the hospital.
You know how to react to their asthma attacks. Here's how to prevent them. Visit www.noattacks.org or call your doctor, because even one attack is one too many.
I feel like a fish with no water.
Brought to you by the EPA and the Ad Council.
Hey, you're sitting around listening to the radio when you could be on it. You think I'm kidding? The Illinois Center for Broadcasting is looking for people just like you to enroll for classes right now. Stop wishing you were on the air and get down to making it happen. At ICB, students are trained by some of the best and brightest professionals in the industry. And not only that, you'll learn the ins and outs of both radio and TV. You'll be ready to take the airwaves by storm. There couldn't be a better time than now to hop on to beonair.com and fill out that application. It only takes a few minutes, and when you're done, you'll have taken the first step to getting on a fast track to your dreams. Once again, that's beonair.com, or you can call 630-916-1700. Classes are filling up fast, though, so you'd better get going. So what are you still doing here? Go now. 630-916-1700 or visit beonair.com. The Illinois Center for Broadcasting, where broadcasting careers begin.
Green light. Hey girl. School zone. I'm getting hungry. Car changing lanes. You want to meet me for pizza? Stop sign. Intersection clear. Yeah. Street. Pizza sounds good. Ballin Street? Girlin Street!
It's hard to concentrate on 2 things at once, like texting and driving. Stop the text, stop the wrecks. How will you stop texting and driving? Tell us at stoptextstopwrecks.org. Brought to you by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration and the Ad Council.
Let's send it back to Stephen and Marcus on the NIU Huskies Hockey Radio Network. And we're back here on the NIU Huskies Hockey Radio Network. Huskies are up 6-1 after 40 minutes of play here at the Edge Ice Arena in Bensenville. Second period goals, 2 by Nick Leon, 1 shorthanded and 1 power play. And then Ron Coletta and Brandon Nedzela had 2 other shorthanded goals. So, tally, 2 power play goals, 3 shorthanded goals, and an even strength goal tonight for the Northern Illinois Huskies. Robert Morris's goalie Saviola was tossed from the game during the second period, so Floro had to come back in the game.
I always thought that it was like after you get taken out, you can't come back in. But
Well, I think you can, especially if you only have 2 goalies.
And if one of your goalies get hurt. I was really wondering if Crawford got hurt last night after
what would happen.
Who would go into goal? I mean,
you'd have to just like throw somebody in Hobby's pads.
Yeah, I wonder who would have to go in goal. I wonder if any of them have ever played goalie before.
I bet you a couple of them played like in their,
Oh yeah.
As little kids.
It's almost like kind of like a quarterback. They said like in the NFL, if you have like 2, like when Aaron Rodgers got hurt in that Monday night game, and we almost went down Seneca Wallace, I think they said James Jones he played a little quarterback in high school, so he would have went to the quarterback spot.
But the Huskies are up 6-1, and this is the team that we thought we were going to see this weekend. I mean, a team that's dominant on both sides of the ice, both special teams. Goaltending has been stellar, and they've been creating their own opportunities and not forcing shots and passes.
Yeah, really just a great job by them. A lot of shots on goal, only giving up 7 in that period. So far the shots, I think because of that period, we had 25. So we had 37 shots on goal on Robert Morris, and they only have, I think, 24 on us, maybe 25 on us. So we're really beating them in the shot department after that period. And really just our special teams is really helping us out again, like it did last month against Robert Morris when we had, I think, 3 short-handed goals and a couple of power play goals as well. So really just the special teams really is just amazing against Robert Morris. It seems, I don't know what's wrong with Robert Morris's special teams, but we always seem to destroy them.
Well, the NHL scoreboard update here. Washington leads St. Louis 4-1. Oh, Alex Ovechkin has 2 goals. Mikhail Grabovski has another. And John Carlson has the 4th for Washington. Vladimir Savotka has the 1 goal for St. Louis. 1-0 LA in the second period over the Rangers. Goals by Tyler Toffoli at 1:23 of the second period to give the Kings a 1-0 lead. Sharks and Hawks tied at 1. Brandon Peary scoring for his 4th straight game. And the other goal is Joel Pavelski at 8:16 of period number 2 to tie the game up at 1 goal apiece at the Madhouse. Actually, 2-1 now. Hawks just scored a goal. It just changed. I don't know who scored, but
they don't know what the goal was. Who was Fry? Yeah.
2-1.
Yep.
No score in Winnipeg as the Minnesota Wild are there. Dallas 0-0 against Vancouver, and Columbus wins 4-1 over Ottawa. But the Hawks did just score a goal. But I do not see who the goal was scored by. So the Hawks looking to win. Patrick Sharp. Sharpie from Kruger.
Okay, so yeah, Kruger getting in the point column. That's good. And in case we didn't get that last score that I said that it was tied 20-20 with New Orleans and San Francisco, in case you missed it, New Orleans actually ended up beating San Francisco 23-20.
Wow.
So really a big win for New Orleans there. I think they only have 1 loss on the year.
Yeah.
San Francisco is not the same team as they were last year after losing some players to injury. So I don't know. I mean, I think New Orleans is probably, them and Seattle are the best team probably in the NFC right now. And then you got Kansas City and Denver, who are probably the 2 best teams in the AFC that are going against each other tonight.
I would say 2 of the best teams in the league. I mean, Kansas City's still undefeated.
Kansas City's still undefeated, and Denver only has 1 loss, and that's to the Colts.
Yeah.
So, I mean, and that was at Indianapolis. So that was a tough game for them. And then, like we said, New England and Carolina are playing on Monday night. So that's going to be another good game there. And really just a good job.
All around.
All around. Just a really good games. And I like that we're finally getting a good Sunday night and Monday night game.
Yeah,
I never want to watch them because they're never good. They always stink.
Same thing with Thursday night games.
Yeah, I mean, Thursday night games always stink, but
yeah.
But at least the Sunday night and Monday night game are good.
Is it true that now the league says that every team has to play 1 Thursday night and 1 Monday night?
I think they're going to start that next year. I'm not sure if they're doing that this year, but I think you're right. I think they want people to play at least 1 Thursday night and 1 Monday night. Even if you're like a bad team like Jacksonville, they want you to play each night because Jacksonville they're one of the
Same thing with Miami.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean Miami's now after all that controversy, I think they're just going downhill now. So
yeah. Have we heard any updates on that controversy as to Incognito if he's, obviously he's suspended for indefinitely, right?
I've heard that Jonathan Martin, he wants to play football again, just not for Miami. He doesn't want to go back to Miami.
Yeah.
So he's obviously out for the rest of the season. And then I think Incognito, he might get suspended for a couple games maybe, but I don't think he's going to be suspended from the team. I think they're going to try to keep him because he's under contract and they don't want to lose that contract of his.
Yeah. So the saga continues.
With Miami.
With Miami. So the last 20 minutes just about ready to get underway here at the Edge. Huskies looking to go 9-8-2 on the season. 9-8-2, and Robert Morris right now is 12-4-1.
It looks like it's going to be Remley, Greenberg, and Sukel to start it out here like it was in the first period.
So Bach is in the penalty box. No penalties are up on the board, so it must have been a 5-minute major.
Yep.
On Big Rob Bach. As we're just underway here in the period, puck is in the near side corner, boards Husky zone. And it comes out to neutral ice. Back to grab it is Bobby Killian. Killian, cross-ice pass for Adams. Now Greenberg has it, actually gets deflected up over the Robert Morris bench. Out of play, 1932 left, 6-1 Huskies.
And we mentioned that just the special teams has really been unbelievable here tonight, and we've been finally getting some scoring from other lines. Ron Coletta's got a score tonight, and a couple others. I mean, Leon and Rosinski, your top scorers, that both have 2 goals, so that's good. But he needs other scoring from other players. So good job tonight by all the other players.
Ron Collette up off the boards for Greenberg, but his pass is picked off there by McCraig, and it gets sent in. I believe it's going to be a hand pass on Robert Morris. 19:20 left in the game, 6-1 Northern Illinois.
Now we mentioned that Brandon Peary scored that first goal, and I wanted to ask you, do you think that Brandon Peary could be the number 2 center for the Blackhawks for years to come?
Yes.
You do?
I think he proved it last year when he had 75 points in the AHL, and now he's proven it that he can score, a lot in the NHL. Here's Brian Pound setting an attempt backhanded, and Floro had to make the save. Again, Floro back in net. Saviola was tossed, and back comes Josh Wentz. In and out of the glove of Nick Bonin. Here's Troy Hickey up off the glass, and it bounces out in front of Bonin, where it's controlled by Wentz. Now taken away by Skameka. And the puck comes over to the far side half boards for Nick Leon. He has a giveaway at center ice. And now Troy Hickey backhands it into the offensive zone to the right of Floro. Back to grab it as well, Nicky. Well, Nicky's puck comes to the right or left side half boards to Robert Morris zone. Now taken by Malone. Here's Nedzela, 1-on-3 as the Huskies were going for a change. Taken now by DeYoung. DeYoung grabs it. Now over for Webster. Webster gains his own. Left face-off circle. Backhanded shot into the skates of Brian Pickett. As Gorzyka's stick kind of careens all the way around the ice. Schwartz is there. Now Pickett has a giveaway out and a big save there by Bonin. Short side on the right. Now controlled by Gino Malone. Malone down for Webster. Webster trying to go to the left point, and it finally does to Krause. Now Nedzela has it. Out through neutral ice, and he's going to send it in. And no icing called as Floro had to make the save, and he sends it around near side corner boards. Gorzyka has it taken away from him. Now Collette trying to keep it in. And Greenberg falls down. Here's Troy Hurlin. Finds Brandon Nedzela up through neutral ice. Now Gorzyka has it. Now Neds looking for Greenberg out in front of the high slot, and he can't control the hot pass. Now Nedzela has it left side half boards. He swings it in around behind John Floro. And Floro gets taken down. No penalty call as the stick of Sukel got tied up in his skates. Now controlled by Buchel. Buchel escapes Sukel and escapes Greenberg. And finally puck finds its way out to neutral ice. Ron Collette slaps it in front of the Robert Morris bench, taken by number 13 now. Cross-ice pass for Buchel. Left face-off circle, now right face-off circle for 13. He gets it up for Strack. And he has a giveaway at neutral ice for Remley, but he couldn't handle a hot pass.
Some great forechecking here by NIU, just keeping Robert Morris in their zone very well.
Here's Alex Strack now. Has a giveaway to Tyler Sukel, almost like too many men on the ice. And a centering attempt goes wide into the right face-off circle. And that puck goes all the way down. No icing called here. It's waved off. Troy Hickey backhands it for LJ. A giveaway out in front, but it's cleared by Remley. To the high slot, taken by Adams. He takes a shot, and it goes wide, glove side on Bonin. Puck now right side half boards. Greenberg almost evaded a check. And it's a 1-on-3. Oh! Almost a point-blank shot there by Piskey. Just missed between the post and the skate of Bonin. And Hickey's just going to get it out to the neutral ice, now back into the Robert Morris zone, where it's picked up by Bobby Killian. Killian gets it in from Grundhofer. Grundhofer and Skameka are in there. And here's a shot, and it gets deflected off of Bonin's shoulder into the protective netting. 15:34 left, box out of the box, 6-1 Huskies.
But I mean, really quick, back to our talking on Brandon Peary. I just want to really quickly, I think the reason that they think that he is going to be the number 2 is because they've been looking for another face-off guy besides Jonathan Tays. And what I've seen, he's over 50% every time I watch him. So
and you have Hanzus, but Hanzus is always hurt.
Yeah, exactly. And I think he had 6 goals and 3 assists so far this year, Brandon Peary, already in about only 10 games. So he's just doing a great job for the Blackhawks.
As the whistle balls for an icing, 15:25 left, 6-1 Huskies. The Hawks are up 2-1. Sharp and Peary with the goals. Pavelski the lone goal for the Sharks. So this will be the last home game the Hawks play until December 2nd as they go on the 2.5 week
the
circuit.
Icecapades.
No, is it the Icecapades or the circuit? I think it's the circus.
Is it the circus? Yeah. I think you're right. It is the circus.
But they will go back on the road for the Icecapades.
Yeah, I think the Icecapades, is in January or February.
Brian Pounds trying to get inside position. Floro's got to come play to negate the icing. Here's Rzinski looking for Leon out in front. Good pick off there by Tim Webster. Tim Webster with some speed comes out through the neutral ice. Now gains the line. He's in the right face-off circle. Now drop pass it, picked off right to Rzinski. Rzinski evades a check. And Pounds had no stick, so he couldn't grab it. Went out taken by Buchel. Buchel, loose center ice, finds Iovino. Here's a shot, and it goes over the crossbar of Nick Bonin. Now Iovino has it again. Right face-off circle taken away by LJ Skimeka. Skimeka trying to fight through a check. He gets taken down. He's still on the ice, and now the play continues as Iovino tried to backhand it. And the puck comes to Nick Leon. Nick Leon finds Gorzyka. There's a makeshift line here with Gorzyka, Leon, and Nadzila. Leon's going to go off for a change to get Bach out there with his line mates. Now in the offensive zone is Jordan DeYoung. Trying to go through 4 Huskies, but he couldn't do it. Taken by Rob Bach. And it's stolen away from him by Nick Webster. Here's Kevin Schwartz. Now Brandon Nadzila. 2-on-2. Nadzila gets in. Shot. A big save there by Floro. And he covers up the puck. 13:56 left in the game. 6-1 Huskies.
And as we know, Nadzila has already had 1 goal popping the water bottle on a breakaway.
Yeah.
So he really has been playing well tonight. Him and Greenberg have come out here with a lot of energy and doing very good. Greenberg has an assist. And then Nadzila just a great pop the bottle breakaway. So he's doing good tonight. Other good scoring besides Leon and Rzinski in this game.
Huskies are going to go back on the the power play here. As DeYoung took a penalty. I wasn't sure what it was.
Actually, yeah.
Yeah, Webster's in the box.
Yep.
So at 6:04.
Yeah.
Huskies are going to get their 6th power play. They're 2 for 5 already tonight. And I believe it's going to be roughing on DeYoung. Face-off won by Robert Morris, and they're going to clear it down the length of the ice. Back to stop it is Nick Bonin. Now taken for Troy Hurlin. For Hickey. Hickey comes out through neutral ice. Pass over the steel logo for Nick Leon. He's going to skate to the left face-off circle. Robert Morris zone. He's going to send it to the left point for Hurlin. He skates in, takes a shot, and scores! Troy Hurlin gets a goal from the point. I thought Floro might have got a glove on it. He was screened, and Hurlin gets a power play goal. And it's 7-1.
And like I said, Troy Hurlin is really looking for the offense today. You already saw that he got an assist today with a hard shot on the power play already, and it came right out to Leon, and Leon got the goal. So really just a great job by Hurlin on this power play right now. He does a goal and assist now on the power play. And you just see that from John Flora, just a bad goal given up there. It was just a kind of a weak snapshot, but he ended up letting it go right through the 5-hole. And he got a lot of it, but just not enough of it to keep it out.
Like I said, it looked like when Floro lifted his glove up, it made it seem like he had made the save. And is Maher going to go to the bench? I thought I heard a 10. Oh, the other 10. Not Maher.
Yep.
Melka.
Yeah, and I think you're just seeing now that Rob Morris is just getting frustrated. They're down 7-1, and they're making a lot of stupid penalties here. In the second and the third period here at the end of the second period and the third period after giving up a lot of goals in that second period. And now they're taking some bad penalties here. And right now we're 3 for 5 on the power play for NIU. So let's see if we can keep this power play going after 3 power play goals and 3 shorthanded goals.
Here's Nick Leon, high slot, now gives it to the right point for Hickey, left point for Hurlin. Hurlin now right point for Troy Hickey. Down for Nick Leon. Here's Tyler Adams. Now he takes it away for Robert Morris, but he's not going to get it out as Hurlin's there to pinch and keep the puck in. But finally, Tyler Adams clears it. Here's Bonin. Gives it for Troy Hickey. Off the boards, looking for Leon, and he's going to find Troy Hurlin. Troy Hurlin up through center ice into the Robert Morris zone. He's got some speed. Centering attempt looking for Leon backdoor, and he couldn't find him. And Robert Morris clears it down the ice. Here's Nick Bonin settling the puck down. And he finds Troy Hurlin. Troy Hurlin for Rosinski. Stops for Hickey. And that was just a couple bad passing sequences to not allow the Huskies to set things up. And out to center ice comes Robert Morris. Now Rosinski has it. He gains the line, or no, he does not gain the line. He skates with it. 2-on-1, and finally Robert Morris clears it down the ice. 47 seconds left on the power play. 12 minutes left in the game. Huskies are up 7-1. Here's Troy Hickey now for Rob Bach. Finds Justin Rosinski. Rosinski backhand for Greenberg, but Pickett keeps it in. Now left corner boards. Rosinski behind John Floro. Big save there by Floro. Greenberg has the puck now. Right point for Hickey. Left point for Pickett. Pickett sends it in around to the right of Bach, or of Floro for Bach. Now Rosinski out in front. His pass is taken away by Malone, and he's going to send it down the length of the ice. 10 seconds left on the power play. 11:30 left in period number 3. Here's Rob Bach. One last rush as Floro's going to cover up the puck. 2 seconds left on the power play. It's just about going to do it. Huskies are now 3 for 7 on the power play.
Yeah, and you mentioned, I mean, they have 3 power play goals and 3 shorthanded goals. Just a lot of penalties by both teams here, but so far shots are 5-2 in this period. So again, our defense is doing much better. But I mean, obviously we've been on the power play for most of the time.
Greenberg winds up in a glove save there by Flora. Now both teams are at full strength with 11:20 left in the game.
Yeah, and you see Schwartz and Pickett out there again, a different defensive pairing that Coach Ronaldo likes to go with, different defensive pairings all throughout the game.
And a whistle blows, and I believe that was either a hand pass or knocked down with a high stick, and Schwartz is trying to plead his case, and the refs aren't going to go for it. 11:15 left. Faceoff's going to come down to the left of Nick Bonin.
Now, I mean, we have University of Iowa next week. Are they ranked?
No,
in the
I don't think so. I can check for you. I do not think they are, though.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure they're not, and it's actually going to be at home. So, and NIU's always better at home.
And it's going to be offsides as Rob Bach takes a hit after the whistle from the much smaller number 13 there. But yes, the Huskies are back at home next week against Iowa. Then you'll have a week off for Thanksgiving, and we'll finish the season up the first 2 weeks in December at Southern Illinois and at Illinois as we take on the Division I team of Illinois. Let me see. Iowa is not ranked in the Central. Nope. So it'll be an unranked opponent for the Huskies, first time in a couple weeks.
Yeah.
Here's Mark Greenberg. SIUE is ranked number 12. And I'm not sure what Illinois is in the Division I area, but we can sure look at that for the upcoming games. Now comes Tim Webster. Wentz fires, goes right over the crossbar. Nick Bonin taken now by Wentz. Wentz looking for Webster, and it's picked off by Greenberg. Greeny flips it, looking for Bach as he falls down. Tyler Adams has it, gets the line, but taken away by Kevin Schwartz. Here's Schwartz now for Pickett, back for Schwartz. Now for Pickett, the 2 defensemen playing catch. Here's Nedzela. Here's a shot on goal from center ice, and they're going to go for a change on the Huskies. Tyler Adams goes all the way down, stopped by the referee, actually. Coletta's there to collect. Here's a giveaway shot. Big save there by Bonin. Point blank on Iovino.
Yeah, Bonin really, I mean, we've had a couple bad turnovers in our zone, and Bonin's saving his teammates right now. And so far, he's only given up 1 goal, and let me count them, I think, on 29 shots. So he's having a great night tonight after a rough night on Friday night. In case you missed it, he gave up 6 goals in about, I would say, 25 minutes while he was out there, and they had to pull him and put Perillo in, and they ended up going with 3 goalies that night. So really good job Bonin here tonight, having a good start.
Here's a centering attempt. Bonin was there to make the save on Grundhofer. Grundhofer takes another shot. Joush is there to take him off the puck. Now Alex Strack centers it and picked off by Sukel. Here's Gorsica and Sukel. Sukel with some speed has two guys fall down on him, but he couldn't make anything happen. Puck gets flipped out to center ice over the Steel logo. Here's Jake Joush now, and that's going to be an offsides play as Sukel was pretty well deep in the zone. 7-1 Huskies, 9:24 left in the game.
And we got to mention again, I mean, no Alex there, no Joe Boris tonight because of a lot of ejections last night. So, I mean, NIU's having a great night tonight without one of their top forwards who is on always the first line with Rosinski and Leon, and without your top goalie, but you have your good backup goalie, Nick Bonin, and he's having a great night tonight.
And with Nick Bonin playing so well tonight, coaches have a big decision if they play here on Friday or Saturday against Iowa.
Well, I mean, he was having a pretty good night before he got thrown out of the game against ISU.
And there's an upcoming penalty. Elbowing is the call.
Yeah, the reason when people were kind of getting excited there, Maher made a big hit, but it ended up being an elbow there against Robert Morris.
No, on Robert Morris, but Maher is going to go to the penalty box. Huskies going to kill off a penalty here with 9:06 left. Elbow is the call.
And so far, the penalty kill for NIU is 6 for 6 right now, so they're 100%. So let's see if they can keep this penalty kill going with 9 minutes left in this game. And not too much time for Robert Morris to make really any moves here.
As the Huskies win the face-off and they send it all the way down the length of the ice. John Floros there. He gives it over for Killian. Killian comes out through neutral ice. Now finds Melka with the puck. Melka stops, right point Husky zone. Now left point over for Adams. Adams has his stick broken, and I believe Remley's going to get 2 minutes for a slash. And the Huskies are going to have to kill off a pretty substantial 5-on-3 here.
Well, right now NIU's up 7-1, so you can't let Rob Morris get some life here and give them 2 power play goals here to end the game. So you gotta keep on the pedal to the metal here and keep doing good on the penalty kill. Now it's going to be a 5-on-3, and it's going to be Hickey, Coletta, and Sukel out there. I think Sukel, because he's really had a good penalty kill tonight.
And
really
face-off too.
Yeah, really, and he's really been doing good on the forecheck as well.
And he wins another face-off, and Hickey's going to clear it down the length of the ice.
Yeah, and even though that Sukel hasn't scored any points tonight, he really has been doing the little things for NIU tonight.
Taken now by Buchel. Buchel comes out through neutral ice. He finds Tyler Adams at the left point. That's not Tyler Adams, excuse me, that's, Nicky. Hickey's there. He's going to try to clear it up the boards. He can't. Sukel battles now in with Buchel, but taken away by DeYoung. DeYoung has it left point. It skips away from him. Sukel trying to get the puck. He does. He's going to send it back for Hickey. Now back to center ice where Nicky can control. Coletto's there to step him up. 50 seconds left on the 5-on-3 for Robert Morris. Here's Nicky right in front of the Huskies bench. He gains the line. Now left side half boards. Gets it back. Plays catch there with Buchel. Buchel's got it now at the high side. Here's a shot and a goal. I believe it was tipped out in front there by Michael Melka. And the Huskies are now 6-4-7 on the penalty kill.
Yeah, I mean, you can't do a lot on a 5-on-3 if they end up getting a tip in. I mean, Nick Bonin having a good night tonight. That's only his second goal given up, and not a lot he could do on either goal, because the first goal he gave up, they had a 2-on-1, just made a nice snipe shot over the glove, and the second goal that he gave up here, really just a good tip in by the power play, and that's actually going to be their first power play goal of the game. They're 1 for 7 now in the game.
And they still have 59 seconds of power play time as Remley is still in the box for his slashing call. Troy Hurlin has it right face-off circle, Husky zone, and he's going to send it all the way down as everybody on the Huskies bench went ducking. Afraid they were going to get conked on the dome again. Here's Tyler Adams now. He has the puck off the boards. He finds Kevin Piskey. Piskey gives it over for Grundhofer. Grundhofer right face-off circle, Husky zone. Comes in around, looking for the center attempt, broken up nicely by Troy Hurlin. Metzla trying to get it out. He can't. Tyler Adams, right point, winds, fires, shot, and a goal. That one was deflected in by Grundhofer. And now it's 7-3. 2 power play goals here for Robert Morris.
Yeah, again, just another tip in by Robert Morris there by number 7. Nick Grenhofer, and remember, he's the one that got hit by LJ Skameka. You didn't think that maybe he was going to give him a comeback in this game after taking a big hit like that and going head first into the ice, but he ends up coming back and getting a goal here for Rob Morris for their second power play goal out of 8 tries tonight.
So with 12:53 left, Huskies lead is now 7-3. 2 quick power play goals, just almost 40 seconds apart. Here's Hickey off the stick of Rosinski. It's Nick Grundhofer, the goal scorer, has it. Now gives it over for 13, and he's going to dump it in deep. LJ Skameka in. He gives it over to Grundhofer, who picks the pass up. Skameka trying to go low on Grundhofer again, but he couldn't lift him up. Here's Brian Pounds with a shot. Big save there by Nick Bonin off a Strack stick. Here comes Rosinski with Pounds. There's a shot, goes over the crossbar. And there's going to be an upcoming penalty to Robert Morris, I believe.
It's going to be on Grenhofer, who wasn't too happy that LJ was trying for the same hit there. And he kind of tried to retaliate on him. And just the rest weren't having that. So it's going to be the 8th power play now for NIU. So both teams are going to be their 8th power play. So both teams have had 8 power plays so far in this game. And let's see, there's so far 3 for 7. And if they could be 50% if they get a power play goal right here.
So 13:34 left, or through the period. Huskies are going to go on their 8th power play, as Duffy said. Already have 3 power play goals on the night.
And again, almost like last night, I'm starting to run out of room out of my paper to
me too.
figure out all the penalties.
The face-off is going to be to the left of John Floro. So it's Joush, Rosinski, Leon, Hickey, and Herlin. The Troys are on defense.
And actually, that's kind of what I thought they were going to do for the lines, Joush, with Rosinski and Leon, kind of that big body. But they like to have him on the power play because he's a big body in the middle.
Kind of that enforcer type on the first line.
Yeah, and he's a big body in the middle on the power play, so he could screen the goalie very well.
As Nick Bonin slows down the puck, looking for Hickey, taken by DeYoung. Big hit there by Leon. Rosinski has it. He spins away from a check. And there's going to be another penalty upcoming to Robert Morris. And the Huskies are going to have quite a bit of time here on the 5-on-3.
He saw Leon there kind of wave at him saying bye-bye. That was kind of funny. But, yeah, again, I think some dumb penalties here by Rob Morris trying to kind of retaliate on NIU here. But now it's going to be a 5-on-3 for NIU. And I think this is going to be the 3rd 5-on-3 of tonight.
Yeah.
Rob Morris has had one, and now this is the 2nd one for NIU for the 5-on-3. So, but I don't think the 5-on-3 for NIU turned out so well. But let's hope it goes very well here.
Here's Hickey, right point. Now left point for Troy Herlin. Down low, left face-off circle for Leon. Trying to go cross ice for Rosinski, couldn't get the tip. Now Hickey back for Herlin, right point. Here's Herlin with a shot, gets blocked out in front there by Bobby Killian. Hickey is free to regain possession. 1:15 left on the 5-on-3. Huskies up 7-3. Here's Rosinski now. He avoids a check from Killian. Spins away from the hip check. Now Killian has it. And Robert Morris is going to clear it down the length of the ice by Ben Buchel. Back up for Nick Leon. Leon catches Robert Morris in a change. And he can't quite gain possession. Now Hickey, right point, has his pass taken away. And that's going to be offside, so the Huskies have to regroup. 40 seconds left on the 5-on-3. 5:02 left in the game. 7-3 your score.
And Nick Bonin almost caught Rob Morris in a change there. Really great pass there by him from a goalie.
Here's
all the way up to the
Troy
front.
Herlin, left point for Sukel. Looking for the one-timer for Coletta. Coletta's wide open on that right side. Now Greenberg has it. Wines fires. Shot. Big save there by Floro. And Robert Morris clears it down. 10 seconds left on the 5-on-3. And the Huskies will have about 20-some seconds left on the power play after the first is expired. Here's Ron Coletta now in the offensive zone. Drops it off the boards for Greenberg. Now back for for Coletta. First penalty is over. Here's a shot out in front, saved by Flora, and the puck gets sent down the length of the ice. Up off the glass from Bonin for Pickett. And they battle there, and it's dumped in by Michael Melka. Here's Tyler Sukel for Coletta. Back for Sukel, and that's going to do it. The Huskies are going to go 3 for 9 on the power play tonight. With 4 minutes left in the game, Huskies are up by 4. Coletta has it, backhands it around, looking for Bach. He's going to pick up the pass there, and he's going to fan on one. Now he has the puck out through neutral ice, and he's going to dump it in deep on John Floro. Killian is there, and he comes out with the puck out through neutral ice, and he finds Jack Warren. Jack Warren dumps it deep, in is Wentz, and now Bach has it. Bach and Greenberg up on the rush, and he's going to dump it deep as Coach Ronaldo wants to change things up here with 3:20 left in the game. Here's Nick Remley as one of the Eagles left the puck out behind John Floro. Through center ice, looking for Anthony Iovino. His pass is taken away by Gorzica. And Maher is there too. And it's kind of back and forth in the neutral ice. Finally, Tim Webster has it. Now over Tyler Adams for Troy Herlin now. Adams is going to go for a change, I believe. That's right. Here's Schwartz now. 2:45 left. Huskies up 7-3. Back comes Tim Webster in the offensive zone. Good poke check there by Kevin Schwartz. Webster now for Killian. Here's a shot save there by Nick Bonin. Maher trying to get it out. He can't. Now Herlin gets it to at least the point. Another shot comes in. Big save there by Bonin. And Brandon Maher can control and get it out as far as the neutral ice. Now taken by Anthony Iovino. Iovino gives it over for Wentz, and there's a shot, and Bonin had to stick it away to the far side corner boards. As that one actually hit one of the flags hanging from the rafters. 2:05 left in the game. Huskies are up 7-3.
Yeah, and as we mentioned, NIU went 3 for 9 on the power play. That's still pretty good because that's still 33%. If my math is right, I wasn't too good at math, but if my math is right, that's 33% for NIU, so that's still pretty good. You always like to have it over 25% if you're a power play.
Face-off won by Robert Morris. They control. There's a shot that goes well wide off the glass. Troy Hickey has it now. Troy Hickey spins around left face-off circle. Finds Brian Pounds. He comes up through the neutral ice. Now he sends it in deep on Floro. On the forecheck is Bach. He takes a hit from Tyler Adams. Hickey keeps it in at the right point. He takes the shot looking for Bach to redirect. Bach looking for the stuff attempt, but Floro is down with the butterfly save and stones Bach. Here's Pounds, loses an edge. Now Pounds looking for Netzla's second goal. Here's a shot, and he just misses as I think it rolled off the end of his stick. Now Alex Strack has it, taken away by Pounds. Now Strack has it. Now Hickey takes it away. Here's a shot that goes off the end boards behind Floro. Robert Morris just has no energy left. Very lackadaisical here in the last couple minutes of the game. Strack has it taken away. We have 1 minute left here. Big hit there by Bach. And Bach makes a good hit. Here's Gorzica doing some good work on the end boards. He wins a board battle, looking to center, and it went through the blue paint. And Bach's going to take a penalty as he kind of just laughed. Here's it comes Strack. Good pick off there by Schwartz. And Bach's going to go to the penalty box. He kind of took the man down out in front and just kind of threw his head up and laughed.
Yeah, pretty much, yeah. I mean, there was a lot of Rob Morris players that weren't too happy with all the hits that he was making there at the end of the game. But that's going to be his second penalty of the night tonight. So it's going to be the 9th power play for Robert Morris. And so far they're 2 for 8 so far on the power play. So they could get their third one just like NIU did.
As Herlin's shot goes off the helmet of a Robert Morris player. Bonin's down to make the save. Now it's on the back of the net, and it pops up. Taken by Melka. 23 seconds left as there's a Robert Morris player down on the ice. There's a shot. It goes just wide. Taken down by McCraig. McCraig gets it deep. Coletta trying to get it out. Robert Morris doing a good job keeping the puck in the zone. 10 seconds left here. Huskies are leading 7-3, and they are going to improve to 9-8-2 on the season. And that's going to do it as the Huskies win 7-3 with 3 power play goals, 3 shorthanded goals, and now we got a little bit of a scrum here at the end.
It's good.
Coletta's in there.
Yeah, it looks like it was Coletta and Herlin that were kind of the recipients of the fighting.
So I don't think we're going to have any handshakes. I don't think.
Yeah,
the refs are going to let Robert Morris get off the ice first.
And that's what I actually thought that was going to happen yesterday.
Night.
Yeah, last night, but.
So Bonning gets the win. Huskies improved to 9-8-2 on the season. Their first win since last Friday. And they snap a 3-game losing streak here this season, their longest losing streak of the year. So 3 power play goals, 3 shorties, and a full-strength goal prevails as the Huskies win 7-3. And
it actually looks like a couple of Rob Morris players stayed out.
I think Coletta was trying to shake his hand.
They're still
and
jawing
we're
at
still
each other.
jawing as they're going into the bench. As Mike Raporto's trying to get his guys in the bench. I think Coletta was just trying to shake his hand. And
yeah, and I think the Rob Morris player did. He wasn't liking what he was doing during the game, so he wasn't going to shake his hand. But it looks like, yeah, a couple of the Rob Morris players wanted to stay out to shake NIU's hand.
Good sportsmen about that. So Bonning gets the win. Huskies get the win, 9-8-2 in the season. Robert Morris falls to 12-5-1 on the year. Well, a good win for the Huskies. This is the kind of win you would expect.
Yeah, and the kind of game that you expect this weekend, but just 2 rough games, and then a good game here. Finally end up getting a win over the weekend, and that's what you expected from them. So really just a good game from them, good game from Nick Bonnin. He's got to be one of my top stars with Nick Leon and Justin Rosinski, both getting 2 goals.
Well, the Huskies' next game will be next weekend at Fox Valley, their last home game or home series of the first half of the year. We'll be back. We'll have 3 home series the second half of the season. The only away games we'll have is against St. Louis University, against the Billikens.
Yep.
So we'll play Michigan, Central Michigan, and Eastern Michigan, or Northern Michigan, at home against Fox Valley during the second half of the season. So, for Stephen Duffy, Dan Sanchez, I'm Marcus Grosnick saying, we hope you enjoyed the broadcast. We know you enjoyed the outcome. Huskies win 7-2. So long, everybody.